And hello, FLV. Good afternoon, good evening, and welcome once again
Actually,
to
good
one of
night.
our playoff series, a best of three, in this case, between DSS Gaming and 4x3IRL. I am Seda, and today during map 1, sadly, our second caster, Depia, had to be gone for personal issues. He will be back for map 2 and hopefully map 3 because I am looking forward to a banger 3-map series for this.
Yes,
We
sir. I'll
are
be your substitute caster for now. And honestly, Zeta, what are your pre-round opinions? We're seeing the team comp right now. DSS is running Arena with Draken, known for his lurks, and while Sock is going for 4x3RL is going for a super aggro comp for an A main fight. So what are you thinking of
Yeah,
this game?
I am honestly liking more the 4x3 comp, just because it leans towards the more traditional, having the breach utility on this Lotus map is incredibly good. I don't know about the Teho, even like the Gecko, even with the Teho nerfs, I still feel like it's very much playable, alongside maybe a Viper, a Fade, whatever, all the stuff that, the meta has shown us works pretty well on this map. On the other side, double duelists are always a mainstay in FLV. Having high-ranking players just go on tear on those duelists is always a threat. And Draken on that Reyna, well, I mean, even without the Odin, that man is scary. But if he gets his hands on that gun, well, I don't even know what to say, man. He gets 3 pieces, 4 pieces, you name it. And Vice against Cypher is an interesting matchup, considering, Cypher does give you a bit more of information towards that B side, but Vice generally tends to have a stronger hold on C, so we'll have to see how it plays out.
I mean, I completely agree. They're looking for a super defense focused comp, and they're starting an attack. I don't know how this is gonna work for them. And honestly, I find it interesting. They're going back to like the neon comp. Every single VCT match I see on this map, Yoru has been mainstream, but we don't see many Euros in FLV, you know. And when we do see, it's like common that they dominate. So, but this is interesting. They're only getting 2 people for the A main fight, and they're looking for like a widespread default. It seems this is looking pretty
Absolutely,
cool,
and
pretty
well,
nice.
this is not what you usually see, considering, many teams are just perfectly comfortable in playing retake B, just leaving a Cypher alone on the C side and just dedicating 4 people to just that A fight, because we know how hard it is to retake that space once
I
it
just
has
want to
been
point out,
lost.
Sock has no momentum on his B hops at all.
We don't talk about that. He's a good Neon player. He knows about it. Look at that. He's just
Well,
showing
now
us.
they have 3 for that A main fight. However, Cypher has. Oh, they're not setting up because it's somebody's lagging already.
I mean, I don't want to mention it, but yeah,
It's already
match
paused.
timer has been paused for a bit now. So yeah,
Okay.
it's round 1 of map 1, guys, and we're already getting tech pauses. Please don't
This-
become EMEA production. This is not what we like
and
to
I
see.
also want to point out, not all players are looking towards a summer next week. So a lot of people, this game is going to be going on. This BO3 is going to be going on till past midnight. And a lot of people have school the next morning. 6 hours of sleep, 7 hours of sleep. It's what we're looking at, and
I
yet
mean, we're
nobody
all
seems to really
gamers
care.
here.
We're
We
just
all are
paused.
gamers here. We all understand. And yeah, it seems. I mean, technically, issues appear to be somewhat back to normal right now, from what I can see on the pings. We'll have to wait for confirmation, obviously, from the players themselves. Hopefully, the issues can be resolved somewhat soon. And the other, I think, slight imbalance the teams are going to face when it comes to this Lotus map is that Omen versus Cloak fight. I generally tend to prefer the Omen. The Flash is extremely strong tool. The smokes last for longer and have a bit less cooldown. The TP always will help, especially without a Techo that can missile rubble. It always helps getting that early space on the A main fight. But then again, Clove, in FLV, especially in the hands of a player that can pop off with that heal, that resurrection, it can always do a lot of damage. And it certainly can balance out for the Omen stuff that usually favor the Shadow controller. So what do you think, Hino? Who do you prefer?
Honestly, I feel like this Omen, if they're right, is what's gonna give them the edge because they have absolutely no A fight, and if they just play C correctly, C is gonna be really hard to get. They have a Cypher, you know, and B is just a retake site. So unless they really somehow get that A fight against the Neon and a Breach and a Gecko using that Omen TP, I feel like they're cooked.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe the idea we will be seeing is some sort of like paranoia towards the choke and then Omen TP on top of Rubble could be an idea that this team employs to try to get control of C. Sorry, A main.
Honestly, I'm gonna get a timing on this match pause. Hold on, let me get a timer.
Yeah, I mean,
Stop
still
work has
the
started.
issues apparently not resolved. I think we've been already sitting here for a couple minutes and, well, looks like might be looking forward to a couple minutes more. I have
I think we're up. I
absolutely...
think we're in.
Oh,
Commodore and
no,
Neon
we
Gnosis.
are
Oh,
not
and Vic
in.
is gone.
Vic is
Oh.
gone. Probably it was Vic lagging issues then that seemed to be up, and for some reason we probably just didn't choose to reset our PCs until now. Wait,
Everybody.
everybody DC'd on the side of 4x3 IRL. I don't know if we just want okay, map remake. We're just looking towards a map remake time, and well, that's just
So
gonna be
we're
that.
gonna be leaving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, a really interesting game. Now that they know each other's comps, are they going to change anything? Because
I think
they
now
can't, right?
we're just
Okay.
forced. I think we're now just forced to repeat. Like,
Yeah.
right? For competitive integrity's
Trombone.
sake.
Who was it on the side? Because somebody on the side 4x3 just left the party. They're gone. Their game's
Avian Ninja,
over.
I'm pretty sure, who was an
Yeah.
emergency sub. I'm pretty sure he was the one lagging, so maybe he just, you know, had massive packet loss or massive ping issues. Although it didn't really look like ping issues from what I could see, so
Was he
maybe he's
moving
just
around? That was
restarting.
Gecko, right? He was moving.
No, he was the clove. He was the clove.
He was a clove. That the,
Yeah.
he was all the way up B main. I'm not sure. That was, I don't. I'm not sure
Eh,
what's going
I don't
on. You're chilling.
You are chilling, bro.
Yeah, we were all out of the party. You're the only one in the game. Uh, we're all in lobby. Yeah. You're chilling. Okay, I'm just gonna say these tech pods are crazy, and then also they're putting Sock on 20 ping and sacrificing everybody because Avian Ninja was on 81 ping. I'm just gonna point that out.
I
Bro,
know, bro. They
bro.
want Suck and 20 ping to just smurf the lobby, and then everybody else can go fuck themselves. That's the idea, bro.
Oh yeah, by the way, the match thing lasted about 1 minute 50 seconds.
Yeah, and we had already been there for about a couple minutes, so
Okay, Zen, you
we're
should go
looking
top
like
exchange.
EMEA production gang. I don't like that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get DQ'd map one. Oh, they have an emergency sub. Emergency sub coming in.
Wait, or is this their main player? I don't even know. I'm pretty sure Avian Ninja was here as an emergency sub, and then the main player just came back or something. I don't even know. Okay. And now it's gonna be interesting to see the fucking comps, because this is cheating if they change it.
Cheater
Okay.
computers, bro.
Well,
We're live.
welcome back, FLV. Yeah, so we apologize for that. It was a bit of an issue where most of our players were having, like, at least some lag spikes, packet loss issues, technical issues in general, and we unfortunately had to have a switch. Halo will be playing in 4x3 IRL instead of Avian Ninja, who was scheduled to play at first. But aside from that, compositions obviously for competitive integrity will remain the same. You cannot make any adaptations once you've seen what the other team was going for. So the same issues we highlighted before will still probably be the same. And I'm really curious to see how this map will play out.
Yeah, I think we're looking at a game because while they have a banger of a player, which is Soccer, playing Raze and Neon most of the time. DSS,
This
which
is a
more
nice spot.
widespread, the rank
That
I'm
goes
sure
there.
most of them are platinum and above, which makes for
Yeah.
a widespread like team comp. Everybody is around the same skill level, so it's just gonna be Socks seeing if you can smurf versus just an average diamond plat box. Like that's what we're looking at.
I feel like that's a pretty correct prediction, and well, what the game plan we were mostly considering is exactly what we're gonna have, is quick A fight from both teams, Sock and a breach stun and a smoke, are gonna try to see if they can delay all of these DSS players who are already set up in a lobby. Sock just jump spotting, doesn't quite catch anybody yet. But
Silent
probably
jump
will
spotting.
catch. Yeah, we'll probably will
They currently have
catch.
4 Omen within smoke out. Drop bomb. Let's just see. We have to
Yeah, there's the execute.
They're dead.
And well, Sock. An absolute mad left Dragon.
Another double fighting.
Though Manoa does take down Entry and the dig comes through, so HP's already pretty low.
One enemy remaining.
That's a crazy pistol round that we've seen there. A lot of action, a lot of brawl, and really the game plan from DSS, it was just sweet and simple. It was just stand in a lobby, doing absolutely nothing for the first few seconds, let Breach waste his utility, let Neon run through, and then just paranoia to rubble, re-clear the space, and they basically stormed 4x3, they took them by surprise, and the kills just fall their way.
Honestly, that was massive. I think their biggest mistake was just not taking that rubble space. Soccer was jump spotting the entire time instead of his team, and it's like they did not set up C or B, so they had no info.
Absolutely, and now Cyphercam will probably spot the C mount players, but the gun differential is the one that should be making or breaking this round.
Find you.
Yeah, the Gecko Flash does spot a lot of the players. Yeah, the execute here coming in. Vic is in a very precarious position. Oh, the good molly for the stall, though. It does nice play. Go Manoa inside, and Vic with a beautiful headshot. Vic coming through.
One enemy remaining. Thrifty.
Sometimes less is more, you feel me?
That was a crazy fight. It was flood after flood after flash after flash. The molly from Halo was just absolutely beautiful. It's isolated Trombone Manoa, who had already TP'd on site, and Vic, connecting those first 2 Sheriff 1-taps, just basically made the round for her team, because Yuki first could then flood from water, and even though Sock couldn't connect, Yuki's classic did end up racking up 3 headshots, 3 kills, and that's the eco converted, which is not something we usually see, especially in a map as open as Lotus, where long-range gunfights takes so much priority, and now it's the complete opposite situation. Gun advantage is in favor of 4x3.
Well, Dizzy spots 1. DSS has that rubble space that I talked about in pistol round. They creep up B main. Not sure what the game plan is this round.
Cage triggered.
Help set up the C. This is not needing trips as of now. They are on a weak buy, which will influence. I'd assume they play together since they're on a very weak
Cage
buy.
triggered.
However, it doesn't seem like the case. They're trying to take their own movement.
Just the B-split, and already spotted on that position, and the flash is gorgeous. Yuki and Soft swing out. 5-3 with that try as well. 4 already fallen. Big Slime takes one of his own, but Sock will close it out just like that.
Did good.
Quick round, quick collapse, and the util from Yuki Force was just gorgeous that round. Beautiful flash.
Yeah.
Enables his whole team.
That one was crazy. If you were to re-see that round, you would have seen that they did not have. They put a smoke for a link and not or for a link, not C link, and they still just got flooded out by Breach util. And after that, Halo was able to swing and get 1 or 2 picks, which was honestly the net killer. And then Vice was nowhere close to trade any of his teammates, and he was late B main, then to be just picked off.
Absolutely, and well, once again this fight. Sock trusting his teammates to break the recon, has the privileged angle, has to be the one they swing into. Well,
Bring them down.
they give it. I think they are just creating fake pressure in A, and they are going to pivot C. I don't think B is the side they want to end up, especially when they have such good guns against the Breach. The Breach just dominates so much of that side when they're playing retake. I think play either trying to fake C and end A or ending C would be the correct call here. Let's see what they do, especially considering Sock entrenched in this rebel position with the Breach utility. But look at that, they're just giving it up for free at the timing. Oh! They are absolutely stinking now. They just have no choice but to swing into the beast. And Sock is ready and waiting to just pick up all of those kills from this privileged position. They know, but Sock... What a but especially he can just not connect on those shots that
30 seconds.
normally is famous for, and even though N tries to even the odds, he eventually gets traded out, and now it's a 2v4. Some people already taking plant will be coming down, and that's Blood.
Spike planted.
It's the last desperate attempt to make this run
player standing.
salvageable. Halo tried his best, but Jules with a quick trade. It's all left on to Vic, 1v3. The 3 remaining members, they're all in tree, they're all grouped
This is
up.
where the Clove can shine. She can smoke.
Absolutely, the French toast just rips the hats off Vic. And it just comes to that. I was going to think maybe if they all lined up trying to combine a swing or something, Vic would have a chance. But she just couldn't land the first shot, and French toast clinical in that confirmation. It's 2-2. And already, look at the economies, 4x3IRL. Yes, they can force out a bye for this round, but if they lose, it's not going to be looking too hot. Meanwhile, 3 players of DSS have a lot of cash in the bank. They can still guarantee to get some, at least nice armament to keep this competitive. And Sock, already the spam is leaving. French toast so weakened. Yeah, DSS, they admit they've just lost space. They have to back away, they have to hit C. And well, the C hit is indeed coming, and here Vic and Halo will be waiting and ready, looking to receive them. Look at this from Big Slime. He will start to reposition. Start to keep away as his team executes onto side. Side already taken. Halo, beautiful molly, it will delay a bit, but eventually they just have to sell the side. They can't contain the push. It's gonna be the retake. Big Slime eventually joined up with his team. It's gonna be a retake from Waterfall and CT that's going to be happening here. Probably waiting for the breach on the Visol will buy so much time for the side of the attackers. But look at this, the plan is not entirely great. They are playing all on site. Vic is aware, Vic finds from Noah.
Already out.
But the enemy is just following their way, and Entry and Vic! They combined for all in this round, and that hero play that was coming through from Tumbum and Noah, it just didn't come through.
It's a side of insight. It seems like the biggest reason that they lost that retake, like they couldn't keep the site, is they didn't plan for mount. They have no players main to spot the waterfall swing or the backside swing, and they're also all grouping and looking at the same angle, which means they're getting picked off.
Absolutely, and they tried to plan safe, fearing maybe a spam from Waterfall or spam from CT, and when you're trying to fight on site, because you basically don't have a plant you can play from main, well, against breach utility, against that neon, like, wall that can split the site in two so effectively, well, that's just dangerous, man. And here...
Absolutely. I absolutely agree with you. Let's see what this Omen can get on this B main lurk. Dragon is actually playing with the team for him. Wow, gets a pick!
I just can't connect the shot.
Wow.
So late, but I'm not sure if I like this decision. Now
Yeah.
he basically has to go on a suicide mission, and if he dies so isolated, he's not going to be able to provide smokes for the... Taken almost found
Also
Big
gives
Slime.
them a
He was 1
phantom.
HP,
Wow.
but provides the upgrade for Big Slime. That was a 50-50 gamble on if a single bullet could connect onto Big Slime. And unfortunately, it just never did. The upgrade has been provided. Clove has died so far away from the rest of the team. She basically can't
French
give any
goes out on
smokes.
site, tries to get the kill, misses the rocket. So this is very interesting. They have Big Slime with the gun, even though he's on 1 HP.
Yeah, absolutely. Sock does find a kill on site, so does Halo. And it's a 3v3, but gun advantage is still somewhat in favor of DSS.
Spike down, B.
Kraken with a
Last
quick
30
trade,
seconds
Dragon
left.
with 2.
I don't think they're aware of this. Now they are, well.
And Sock, position noted, but
Last
he's so
player standing.
dangerous. Oh my goodness, Sock.
Couldn't connect.
Big Slime was 1 HP. That spray transfer almost came through. But in the end, Sock cannot close it out. And well, that was a bit of a chaotic round. I am not sure if I entirely agree with that decision to just send it B, considering the Clove just died. So if you just go any of the other 2 sides, the enemy team is never just ever gonna have smokes for the round. But in the end, it works out. The Showstopper does manage to clear a lot of space, even if it didn't connect. And that 1v2 out in the end off of 2 Dragon huge Sheriff picks.
Wow, they're giving
Managed
up
to
on
be
the A
converted
fight.
in the end. Yeah, look at that. They're just given up on the A5, but so has DSS. I think 4x3 has conditioned DSS
Yeah,
so much
DSS
that
knows,
they
though.
cannot win the A fight. Now they're just conserving utility, but look at the positions in B. Tromboma Noah already, Paranoia sent, Smokes already on their way, and well, French Toast, I believed for a second he was gonna send it. But this looks more like they will just
Look at
open the
this A
door.
main fight. It's gonna be a net trade. Big Slime picks off
Well,
Yuki
Big
Force.
Slime picks
And
up
now they
Yuki
have
Force
all
for
of A
free.
space and they're forced to rotate. Wow.
Absolutely, and that's just so much fake pressure, and I would love to see
But this
DSS
is-
here understand they can just rotate C off of this fake pressure, but instead they're just gonna send it A. They're just gonna take the 5v4, take the man advantage, and try to overwhelm everyone, and side finds one. Did not expect Big Slime so close up, but then tried. Quick refrag, numbers stabilized for a second, 3v3 now. And already the positions of DSS are cramped, or would be if Draken hadn't taken so much B space. The Spike will be making its way through B link. Free
aware.
should be guaranteed.
They're not aware.
Draken
30 seconds left.
takes the free
Getting that
pick
B
onto
plant
Vic.
down.
Last player standing.
Getting the bomb down and
Spike
then try.
planted.
Will fall to French Toast. It's all left on the Halo. Can he close it out? Can he clutch the 1v3? He's so scared about French Toast's position. He's just not aware. Well, now he knows. The Gecko wingman will spot the player towards A link, and positions noted, yes, but time's ticking. And unless he makes a move, he's just not going to be able to clutch this out. And well, French Toast swings as the smokes dissipates, puts a bullet in Halo's head, and puts the 4th on the board for DSS.
It seems these lurks are really getting the best out of 4x3, you know. Both a B lurk and an A lurk, they could never refrag. And it's funny because even though after they had all that A space, they lost all that A space, and they still had a B because of that lurk, which netted them that round.
Absolutely. They gave up all the A space in the form of 4x3. They just left it to chance on the Yuki versus Big Slime 1v1, and well, Big Slime winning it out, and then Draken with a massive lurk in B. 2 massive lurks that basically guaranteed the entire round. And now it's looking like a C fight. Simple, sweet, not complicated. Jules just gonna take the orb, just gonna fade ult onto the side probably. Gecko Flash does spot players, but quick break makes it so there are no tags, no confirmation on the number of players. Hunt already coming out
Cage
through
triggered.
on the site, will be broken, Cypher Cage procced up, and a bit of a pause on the round. Look at this. 2 players of DSS already creeping up B main. They will be met by Entry. Can he find this first pick? This is brutal. This is crucial.
Wow,
French
hard
Toast
to-
just finds it in Big Slime with the spam kill onto Vic. And all of a sudden, 2 players of 4x3 have already fallen.
They're
And well,
pivoting A, and 4x3
yeah.
don't know. They're still thinking they're B and C because of the smoke. They lost all that
absolutely, and
space, and since they
DSS
don't
will
have the A
just
space, they're clueless.
now they know, now the realization kicks in that the space is being taken. Already so much space conceded, and with Sock having to make his way towards the backside, just how much can you fight this? How much can you brawl? And well, the
Go on,
breach
two
utility
fight.
is absolutely gorgeous,
down
and
A.
Sock and Yuki
Wow.
can
30 seconds
do.
left.
Already a 3v3 in the flash, absolutely amazing. The Neon Ultimate taking down Jules as well, no numbers. All of a sudden, back in the favor of 4x3 and the smackdown in their possession. Big Slime and Draken, they need to go massive. 14 seconds, I don't know that this is
enemy
doable
remaining.
anymore. Draken finds
10
one, but Yuki
seconds
with the
left.
trade, and all of a sudden it's 7 seconds. Big Slime needs to make a huge miracle
player
happen
standing.
here. Gets one, but Sock
Thrifty.
so smart, just opens the door, sprints out the time, closes it out. Thrifty
That Neon ult
coming
was
from
big.
the side of 4x3, and the Neon ult with the breach util was just gorgeous to clean up the tree.
Yeah, honestly, this match is interesting. Well, we thought Slog would be the one, like, smurfing. 4x3's leaderboard seems way more spread out than DSS's, actually.
Absolutely, Big Slime here coming with some incredible plays and incredible kills on the lurk
Let's
for the
make
side
some
of DSS.
chaos.
Meanwhile, on 4x3, Entry and Yuki are putting up so much work to support the master, the monster that is Sock, already taking up so much of that A space. Breaks the Vice Flash,
Gotta go.
tells them this is not a place you want to come, and well, Draken, he's already considering, what if we prod C? What if I break some of these Cypher trips? Put some pressure, you know, put some question marks. Generate confusion, that's the game. That's the name of the game. And well, look at this push-up from Sock. Sock is just gonna absolutely
Lord,
run it
these up numbers. They have no smokes for that scene. Even though they're still out, Vic with one entry pick. The scenario Draken's flanking. Is aware, gets picked off. Looking at a 3-on-3 retake now with breach ult.
Massive work from Draken. Good shots on the side to keep things competitive, and now it's gonna be on to Sock.
Breach ult a little too early. Still gets Reyna. Nice ult to counter.
Beautiful.
Sock is no gun, but they don't have
Last
bomb.
player standing.
Sock on a 1v2.
Oh, those two picks from French Toast might have just spelled disaster. I don't really know what happened, but he must have found a crazy spray transfer.
Well, Sock realized he's rapping.
I don't think he
Spike
knows.
planted.
Sock, I don't think he knows French Toast is going to be right
Such a
behind him.
sneaky lurk.
And the Vice Stars are going to delay so much. French Toast, he's so smart, man. He just won the round on his own.
Shooting bodies now, are we?
And
Wow.
a bit of extra attention being given here. Make sure Sock stays dead. That's something you definitely want to be doing. If you let this guy live, he's just going to be in trouble. But well. Oh man, that round started so well for 4x3. They picked off the smokes just as the round began. Beautiful flash from Yuki first. Vic was managing to find trades on the site. Draken, good shooting, managed to open up the round, and French Toast on Waterfall just absolutely wrecked them.
Here.
I don't think
And
they
now,
could
well,
have asked for a more even match,
My
honestly.
camera
This
is
is
destroyed.
Yeah, the back and forth is
Interesting.
pretty crazy, and now full C hit. It's just gonna be coming through. And well, French Toast already rocketing into the side, so stop the bomb. Will it connect? The Haunt obviously revealing nobody on site, and look at this spaceman already. All of CT is gonna be cleared up. French Toast know there's absolutely nobody there, and now it's gonna be a 5v5 retake that they have to play. And gun advantage is just so heavily stacked in favor of DSS. You might as well just try to get a few picks, try to get a few guns off of DSS, but well, look at this. Gecko ult.
French Toast holding the flank on Gecko ult. Draken breaks it, they can't get value out of it.
Face your fear!
Now, the breach stun does come through, but so does the Fade ult Sock with a beautiful pick from this line with the refrag, and Draken
Yeah.
punishes Vic for the whiff.
They know they want bomb. I don't think they're aware.
Already cleared, an M try. Well, Draken, you need to do something, son, and Gecko
One
Wingman
enemy
will be
remaining.
spammed out.
Draken right under the bombs, can't do
You
anything.
combine for two.
What a round. Yeah, it seems they fixed the
I-
mistake of planting bomb safe, and now they were actually able to play for a mound, which netted them the run, I think.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That was so chaotic. Draken was just sitting down there in the middle of the site, sitting inside the smoke with his gun pointing upwards like a stick, trying to see if he could find the kills on the guys defusing. And I'm very surprised by the fact that, well, considering they had small guns, like lower guns like Classics and Sheriffs, they just didn't decide to fuck the bomb, let's just kill this guy, let's just do a little bit of damage. In the end, he manages to find 3 picks, and the round eventually goes their way. And well, look at this. They've just completely given up on the A fight, and I can understand. It's better to just save your utility, re-clear the space later on if you do want to end up there. And honestly, it might just be the case. The spike is still dropped down on the ground, and this poking and prodding here on C with the race nade and the Reyna blind might just be all an elaborate fake.
Spike drop.
See, Big Slime still dropping the spike. They're still not convinced. They're still not fully sure that they should go onto this side, and it wouldn't be a terrible choice considering Vic is just isolated on backside. 2 trips to play off. There goes one, and the name will force her out. She just fall. And the side is entirely free. French Toast did get the first pick. Good Halo refrags. Now, information gathered. There's a lot of players in this waterfall area, but numbers still stable, and 2 HPs very low on the side of 4x3 might make this retake a bit complicated. Breachstone already coming through. Look at that. Beautiful utility. Enables so much more space with the spike. Landed in a very good position to play from main. Still, 3 members trapped inside the site. They need to get out. Bowman Noah does so. But Jules does find one on the side brawl. He ends up falling along Big Slime. Well, then tries just going on a rampage. Shock. Manages to find
That's the second
created.
purple right now.
Yeah, that's the second ult off the half. It's not gonna find any value in the same way the first one didn't, but at
Last
least
round
it'll
before
manage
the
to
switch.
keep the gun for the last round, which is pretty important considering his economy would have been pretty broken otherwise. Now he
Yeah,
can just drop
the
a
economy
rifle
is
for
not
his
looking-
teammates. Yeah, he can just drop a rifle for his teammates, surely. Well, I mean, they don't even need it. They're just even gonna pull out the Odin in the boy of Halo. And Draken, Whenever I think Odin, I think of this man, but
Yeah,
with
he
the
hasn't
battle
picked one
sitting
up.
at 13 and 8, he doesn't even need it.
Yeah, and it seems like when you're looking at it, C has been working out for DSS so much, you'd think they changed something up, but no, the retakes are working so well that they don't need to change it up.
Absolutely, and well, that's just how it's been, but even then, it's a close fight. It's a close brawl. It's 6-5, and they're looking to make it 6-6, which, considering defense is always slightly less favored in these three-side maps, is a very good half. The Draken already putting up some pressure towards the C, but it's all an elaborate fake. Look at that, 3 members of DSS starting towards that A lobby position, and Saki is gonna know about this. Saki is so aware, but Trombone Noah just picks his head clean off.
Zippo to this point, Yuki voice traded.
Doesn't know about the fact that Yuki is on site. Big Slime does find Entry, and now the flood onto the B side is going to be effective. And look at where the members from 4x3 are playing. They're practically in spawn.
These lurks are honestly massive.
Through and Yuki Force with a massive pick. Could enable the Cypher ult, and this could be everything here. What a shot from Yuki Force. Just might have helped the team win the round. The stun comes through. Big Slime with the spam, though, does find Halo at Draken. Oh, a bit missed time on the blind. He was late to it, and Big.
Go where they're both main
punished
after
him.
the smoke.
One enemy
The
remaining.
aftershock. It's not gonna connect, and Big Slime pops the ultimate, not even needed, as Jules swings through the smoke, and the 2 players remaining each win their individual gunfight. 7-5, not a bad half whatsoever if you are a 4x3 fan, but DSS managing to get the last crucial round they absolutely needed if they are going to go onto this defense side, where they cannot really fight A, they cannot really fight C. Their retakes, you know, they are a bit more iffy unless the Fate conserves her utility really well. So they absolutely need as many rounds as they can get. Especially early on, if they can get this pistol, it would be massive for them.
Yeah, and we're looking at a 3-stack A against a 4-push, it seems, with the Cypher Lurk remain on the side of 4x3. And honestly, they're not even looking to fight A. I think at least it's a seasoned combo, but no, they're playing full back. I feel like they might just get pinched here with this amount of util. They're running double initiator. Not sure this will work.
Absolutely. And the stun is conserved, which is a very key thing. They can just stun the entirety of the backside with a breach aftershock. But no, look at this. This is all just a pivot. This is all just a switch. They make presence A, and then they instantly go into B. And the read, well, it's not really there. They're gonna have to sell the side, but I think if you are DSS, B is the best side you can be playing retake in as well.
What's on the side of DSS?
Dragon fights 2! And well, all of a sudden, 2 players have already fallen. The retake comes through. Big Slime will fall. Draken with 3 on the round, and Noah is there to close it out. 4 on the round for Draken, the pistol hero coming through with that classic. And well,
This classic has been
DSS.
insane for both pistols, honestly.
Absolutely, and I was saying they can't really retake, but on the side as closed up as B, that really doesn't have many open sightlines, many chokes. If you can just barrel through the first few, maybe even get a spam kill as Draken did, well, that's just gonna be exactly what you need in order to pull the retake off. And honestly, 8-5, it's not like the alarm bells are starting to ring, but even then, we see the G2 strat. We are forcing Stingers and running it down B. After we lost pistol on, well, look at that, the Odin I mentioned from Dragon. And well, the stun, it's gonna be absolutely beautiful, but he still manages to find
forcing
one.
an Odin on this buy round already because of that
Yeah,
classic
forcing-
4K. He has the money for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, it's gonna be recovered by Yuki Force, who does get tagged from the side of French Toast with the judge on the A-link. Odin ready him, ready waiting. It's just not gonna connect, and all of the kills barrel their way in a flurry, in a matter of seconds. Every single member of 4x3 just collapsed and died. And
Honestly,
wow.
I think this is the biggest round because they just won 4x3 force and still lost. They're looking at a pretty
Absolutely.
grim half here.
And now,
Approaching this 10th round.
they tried to be inspired by G2 Stingers, but, you know, the main problem is G2 Stingers usually wins. In this case, 4x3, they just couldn't quite close it out, even with the initial first trade that always favors that eco team. And now, they have to eco once again. They simply do not have the weaponry, and that should technically, like theoretically, allow DSS to get to those double digits. And on the side of defense, that's always a bad sign. The A fight still coming through, no stun. Just the flash and Sock taking the space. Already spots Trombone Noah towards the stairs, but look at the read here, man. 4 people stacked on A. And just leaving the Vice setup alone on C as Big Slime plays the jump peeking game for B main. And well, I don't know if 4x3 are going to fall into this, but they're just defaulting. And you know, defaulting when you're on eco is an interesting decision to say the least. But
Absolutely.
really,
And
DSS
also,
is
they
not
have no C
capitalizing
mount
off
space.
of
They
it.
have no idea what's going on that C side of the
Yeah,
map, you know?
DSS
Or
is
B main
just
space
not
for that matter.
capitalizing on their gun advantage. They're just not taking the space. And this sort of default, even though it's a bit crazy considering the gun difference, is just working out perfectly. They're putting so much pressure, and still, the read for the SS is going to be correct. They still stacked, and Sock will
What
be the
an
first
Odin.
one to fall. Draken on a pixel angle with that Odin. He is so dangerous with this gun, man. He's just different with it. And Trombone and Noah finds the lurk of Big. And all of a sudden, they just go in, and French goes with the Bucky sitting on the door. He's just gonna be the end of it.
Wow. Honestly, such an interesting round. Even though they were defaulting, they had no C mount presence at all, or B main space. They literally had no idea what was going on the map. DSS didn't budge, didn't give them the info, and then they just ran into a stack.
Absolutely, and well, it's just so complicated when Vic falls to Trombone Man Noah. You already lose all of the remaining map presence you have. You are crunched, you are pinched, you understand you have no choice but to try to barrel through tree, and the Bucky waiting for you there. Just make quick work of things. Now, a quick C hit from the looks of it is just a 5-man committed push, and the Vice setup is already waiting for him here. Florence,
Yeah, this is
not a
interesting.
bit
How will they do
creatively.
this? I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think they want to target that wall and die, so seems like an interesting round.
I would love Neon to see the Neon baiting that wall, especially since that dark cover popped on the C main. But instead, it's just a fast pivot. They are going to target that A site. The nade will delay a bit, and now it's a bit of a pause, a bit of a reset on the round as each team decides how this information game should be played. Sock already putting a lot of pressure onto that A space, creating the question mark, you know, the possibility that somebody creeped up rubble, and in fact the Omen smoke needs to come down, and that already removes a very long line of sight, very long line of information. But here, 4x3, they just grouped up. They're just going to trigger this Vice wall, and they're just going to go in on the side full exec like they planned to do at the beginning of the round. And really, it's only Big Slide here to meet them as they go through. Vic
Wow,
isolated,
2 people
but
crossing the wall, but
30
nobody in
seconds
sight.
left.
Seems like the point for retake, but they're all here already for the retake. Will 4x3 be ready for this fast retake? I'm not sure.
I don't know that it will be, but the plan is really good, and man,
Planted.
this is the situation that I think favors 4x3 so much. There's really no utility on the side of DSS, and well, maybe they don't need it. Draken! The Odin spam already finding 2, and even if there's a plan for main,
Wow,
this
be
is
mount
just
plan,
so
but they can't go
fine.
through.
Almost
They're
falls
stuck.
down. Almost, it's just sticking.
The spray doesn't land.
Nothing going in, and Jules just sticks the defuse. The
Not enough
spam
bullets,
for the
really.
smoke did not connect. And I didn't even realize it was happening, but 4x3, they just couldn't flood back in. The spam did not connect in the diffuser, and Jules just sat on the bomb
It
until
was a bad
it
plant. They
stopped
planted 2 to the
ticking.
right. The spam was faulty.
Absolutely.
Couldn't get it.
Yeah, probably a misclick came through, because we could tell that Gecko Wingman was planning, and, well, it was not on the right spot. It was just not where the pre-fires were going. And Draken going massive with those first 2 picks that just enabled Saki to retake. And now Saki's isolated. He's dead. That's just Vice, man. You cannot just barrel onto the side of Trombone Manoa, giving some extra love, giving some extra care.
And a Vice flash, 2 kills from Slime.
Beautiful paranoid,
3.
2 big picks.
One
And they are
enemy
They're
trapped.
in the same corner.
A big
Wow,
manages to
4
come
from
up
Slime.
with Big Slime
What a
before
round.
the round. the
Match
paranoia
point.
from Trombone Manoa is just the icing on the cake, man.
Honestly, this is
It was
crazy.
gorgeous.
4x3 map pick, and they're not unexpected. They've only gotten 5 rounds, and they haven't gotten any actually since the half started. They need to change something up and
Absolutely, and
fast.
on a team that should be getting some value out of their attack, out of the double initiator, and they're just getting smothered. They're just getting blown out of the water by this DSS comp, which I honestly didn't expect they performed so well. And now it's just gonna be an A fight. They have understood. They
Dash is
literally
out, rip.
have no other choice in Sock. He's just gonna put the ult. He's just gonna go in. But there's nobody to mid him here, really. And when this ult
Oh,
runs
retake,
out, when
wow.
he's only got a classic for retake, what's gonna happen then? He has to swing into the smoke.
Goes
And
up
there's
with
two
Duck and
players
No.
waiting for
French
him
Toast
here.
catches him off guard with an aid. Into his isolated backside.
The rocket comes through, falls and try Yuki Force with one, but Draken
Wow.
gets the reef 2 all around for him, and it's looking nice.
Honestly, I think this is game. Yeah.
Draken finds one more, and it's all left on to Vic. Genshi clutch out, the
Drastic
Cypher
can do a
comes
miracle.
through. Positions revealed, positions noted, but the C's comes through, audio denied, live that as well, and Trombone
And that'll
Manoa.
be map 1, ladies and gentlemen.
He's gonna close it out. What a game!
The underdogs for this game
DSS.
just end up sweeping.
Absolutely, and in a dominant fashion, man. What a performance, what a statement. DSS, they are here to win. And win they have. 24 for Draken, 21-7 for Big Slime with a 3 KD. Absolutely insane numbers, completely shutting down Sock, who barely managed to go positive, that 14-14. And well,
He went
what a
neutral,
game,
so
what
that's
a
not
win.
positive.
It is positive in KDA. He has got 8 assists,
Fair
I will
point.
say. But anyways, a big win for DSS on 4x3's map pick, and now we will be heading to Ascend, which is DSS's map pick, and well, somewhere Draken is very famous for that Odin with Phoenix and Reyna. Man, that guy's scary. And we'll see what happens, we'll see what ends up going on. I'm still expecting a map 3, I'm still expecting a banger series, Sock to just go online and pop off, try to carry his team to victory. But so far, so good for DSS.
Yeah, honestly. And what will their comp look like? Because it seems Sock majorly runs Neon, and I don't think that's too good of an agent for Ascent, honestly. Too many one-way trips that can't be broken unless you have a Sova, so he might just be running into those.
Absolutely. So we will be going to a scheduled pause between maps, and we will be right back. And welcome back, FLV, for map 2 of 4x3 versus DSS. I'm now accompanied by Depia. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to watch this match.
Absolutely. And we can already see Ascent, the map pick of DSS, and compositions already starting to pour through. The Reyna for Sock and the Jet for Entry, opting for the double duelist when the double initiator didn't really come through for them. Last map, Reyna, a bit of an uncommon pick here. We usually see, you know, KO for that more standard composition. Omen, Sova, Cypher, all very standard picks. In the side of DSS, well, a bit more off-meta, perhaps you could say. With it, Yoru Reyna instead of Yoru Jet, as you perhaps could see. But still, very normal stuff. The Sova on the hands of Jules and the Omen from Turbo Manoa. And the Vice from Big Slime, who obviously must prefer that Sentinel over the Cypher. Halo, though, he was hovering the Soba before, now he's hovering the Fade, and that's an interesting pick, considering, you know, you have to maneuver more around utility when it comes to, you know, recon lineups or getting value out of Fade Prowlers. But it could be interesting to see how these initiators will match up. And obviously, the Reyna duel, Draken against Sock. Who's gonna diff who's gonna be the carry for that team? That's what I'm talking about. Also, Entry versus French Toast, the Jet versus the Joru, conventional versus modern Valorant. That's a duel and a half that we'll be seeing there. There's a lot of, you know, a lot of tensions, a lot of dissimilarities in this composition, even though the fundamental style of gameplay will probably remain the same. After all, this is Ascent. We've all seen this before. So, what do you who you got for this map, Deb?
I got DSS closing this out 2-0 clean. I don't think 4x3 is gonna bounce back at all. I don't think they got it in them here.
Yeah, I don't think they
DSS
got it in them. I
take it.
mean, yeah, after
I think
that,
the momentum
Thank you.
is already on DSS's side here. I think it's gonna be pretty easy for them to close out here,
There.
especially starting on defense.
There.
I think that's a really big factor for them here too.
yeah, you might be absolutely right. Defense, the stronger side on this map, and you know they blew 4x3 out of the water in their own map pick. And now this should be the map they're most comfortable with, and already the default mid smoke will be coming through, but it's a fast cat split, a fast A split. Draken already ready here to meet them. The frenzy, well, Draken finds one, it can't quite find the refrag in the form of Sock. French Toast already spotting him out. The blind will come through. Sock still a menace, still a danger, and then try and Halo combine for 2 more on site. It's all left up to Big Slime all of a sudden, and the plant will come through. Big Slime, a beautiful shot onto Sock, but left onto 33 HP, a ghost and a dream to his name. He does have his flash, but can he really get that much value out of it? The Fate sees will trap him, and well, Vic breaking the window, swinging out. Closes out the round. A beautiful
Looks like I was
fast pistol.
wrong. Yeah, really good pistol from 4x3.
Yeah, I mean-
Proving me wrong.
Absolutely, and I mean, if they're gonna come back, if they're gonna get back into this series, it's gotta be 1 round at a time. And
Yeah.
I mean, we saw them get the eco round on that map, on the Lotus map. Now the key is not getting ecoed back. That would be pretty important going forward. Just a sheriff to Draken in classics all across the board.
I will say,
But
I don't think they're on the right side right now. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, absolutely. This
I
is a
think they
gamble
guessed
stack.
wrong.
Yep, absolutely. The 50-50 just did not pay off, and well, 4x3, they're gonna realize pretty soon. This is just absolutely free. Utility will confirmed.
Spike planted.
If French Toast can get 3 here, I might just have to give 100 subs into the FLV channel. He's got a classic.
They're gonna regroup here as a team, I think.
Absolutely, they're just gonna flood out Heaven, and well, Entry already waiting here for them. Finds 1, finds 2. Tromboneman Noah does drop him out. Numbers still in their favor. Tromboneman Noah finds Vic, but Sock quick with the refrag.
Last player
And the
standing.
Fate sees just tethers them in place. Yuki forces the spam is good for Jules, and Sock, I would expect him to find the last here. There he is. It's 2 guns going their way, but all 3 Phantoms are kept. So it's not too bad.
Yeah.
And well,
I mean, that's like as well as like for DSS, that's like you guessed wrong. You know? That's like as well as that. You know, that round went about as well as it could have gone. You know, I think.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, if they had gone B, could have been a massacre. They just
It's
did
been a
so
much
well.
different story.
Lighting crack.
Yeah, found 2 picks, and now, well, this is the round I'm most interested in seeing. It's 3 Phantoms, which, you know, 3 rifles always makes for a complicated bonus, because if you find an opening pick, suddenly another gun can be recovered, and, well, shiver me timbers, it's very doable. So it's almost a full gun round for the both of them, and it seems that they're just taking so much aggressive space, and that's a Euroclone will be spotted out, but French goes through the smoke, just put a bullet onto Entry's head with dash, maybe a bit too aggressive. The team just couldn't follow it up, and even though that wasn't entirely a gun, that was just a ghost, it's still a man that can't get a refrag. Meanwhile, now Bowman Noah spots a lot of players here. Draken will find Yuki Force up the rip, and the Paranoid denies any further action. Vic, on the other hand, the Sheriff is good onto Jules. Her presence, though, now noted, and, well, you'd love to recover a gun if you could, but more often than not, it just so happens that they're so deep on the side that you just can't do anything about them. Vic, that cage, put a bit of pressure, created a question mark with her. Did she stay there? Did she cross? And Draken, she's expecting her to half cross, but now when she swings out, he's just going to be ready. Oh, does not connect on the shot. Meanwhile, the other 2 members are just going through mid, and Vic and Nico both find key picks, and Vic!
30
Oh
seconds
my
left.
goodness, what a shot! Yo, this girl's silver! Somebody put an end to her! Yeah, no, that's just unreal from Big. Beautiful Sheriff shots onto Draken and from Boneman Noah. The Sheriff putting in the work, and Suck just finds Big Slime and Spawn, and all of a sudden the business is converted.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah, no, Vic there just put in the most absurd work I've ever seen for a silver PR player. And, you know, it's very hard to work if you've got a shared bullet in your forehead. So, DSS collapse. Now they're forced into an economic round. Couple stingers that are coming through, and those are dangerous guns. We've seen G2 do mean things with them, and DSS, they came from the same school. They can definitely do the same. It's gonna be a bit more mid-oriented. They want to take the fight to 4x3, but 4x3, full 5-man through the main. Paranoia will come through, will tag in, try. He's fully blinded. Sock already on the trade. Finds 2 pigs as they were swinging out of tree. Drone will come through, will be cleared in heaven, but that means just no later information for the side of DSS when they want to focus on this retake, if they even want to go for it. Because the other option is just playing those extra frags, accepting you don't want to give away old Torbs and just dying to that spike detonation. Door will be broken, French Toast position will be noted. Do they know that there's 2 here, though, is the question. Is Jules... Oh, this is dangerous. Can she find Sock? Oh, the dart is just gonna give her away. Sock and Yuki both get spotted, but Jules cannot capitalize on it. And Yuki finds Big Slime. Big finds French Toast and Sock. Just the same thing. It's well played. Yeah. Clean round, flawless.
I mean,
And,
if you
you
just look
know...
at Tab, it's not even close.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... You know, the numbers speak for themselves.
Better Valorant, just from one side.
Yeah, it's just better aiming, it's just better macro, it's just better everything. And well, if you have an answer when you're DSS, I'm looking at Draken and his Odin. This guy is scary. This guy has done unspeakable
It looks like we'll
things.
see a bit of a clash here too. The whole team's going in here.
Absolutely, and well, 4x3 has found a foothold. They've found a place that's weak. They've found a place that works. And they're just not letting go of it. They're gonna keep smacking the A side with the bonk step. So, well, there's the first blood already going to N-Try. A headshot and a body shot going through the wall, and the Odin. The suppressive fire coming through, and from Noah finds the lurk.
Blocking sight.
Sock. Oh, that got scary. If that spam had connected onto Trombone Noah, the heal coming through, maybe the dismiss for a reposition. But as it stands, 1 member on each team is very weak, but still the 4v4 remains. And Try does get French Toast, but Big Slime with the Creek Refract, 2 members already on that tree. Big Slime is the one on heaven, and Draken is gonna push through, but Sock finds him. Big Slime finds 1 more, it's 2v2 now. Trombone Noah on the bomb. Sock finds Big Slime.
Sock is anchoring hell.
He is on a tear, man. This guy is just unstoppable right now.
Neon, bro. You just need to get on Reyna.
Just get on Reyna, drop 35, win the map. That just might be the plan. You know, when they had Fnatic and Durka, the plan was Durka go kill.
Man. Yeah, when this team, Sock is actually playing, like, firing on all cylinders, this 4x3 team is unstoppable, man.
Absolutely, already 5 rounds to their name, and DSS, another week by. It's looking like it's gonna be the 6th. All odds point to it unless some heroics can come from the side of DSS. Popping that shock, the recon dart, making sure they don't get any information as to how many players are standing on this A main. Currently 3 players, the smoke will come through, the fade reveal, and the exec on the side will happen. Big Slime ready to meet them, N-Try isolated, and well, oh me, oh my, that's tense comfort, and N-Try manages to find out that the whole team can barrel through,
Spike down
and Sock,
Oh my goodness. The whole
he's just finding every
One
refract,
enemy
man,
remaining.
finds the adjustment onto Toast. He is just so aware and big.
wow.
Like Trombone Man Noah, who had TP'd into wine.
I feel the strain.
And it's 6-0.
A lot of credit needs to be given to N-Try on some of these entries, man. Like, he is
Absolutely.
opening up this for Sock, and if you notice, all the Sock's kills come after the Jet entry has happened. He's just getting free kills because of the opportunities that the Jet N-Try is opening up.
Absolutely, he's just pulling those eyes from the defender. He's just making sure he's the one that shines the spotlight, says, hey, I'm here, chase me, and Sock just comes through and pops your head when you're not looking at him.
1-2 combo.
Where are you?
Absolutely, N-Try. Absolute masterclass here on the Jet. He was not doing just so well. Yeah, he
One, that's 2.
That's 2.
That's 3. It's so deadly with the ultimate.
It's so
Push has been
unreal.
flattened.
I know exactly where you are.
And Vic does manage to find one. The Cypher ult will come through, so that's a lot of information. That the DSS positions have been noted. Sog, oh me,
Oh my goodness, Sock.
It's 2 headshots and the ultimate popped, and all of a sudden it's
One
parity
enemy
across the
remaining.
board. Reign of Urena, but Trombone Manoa.
Oh my goodness, no,
Finds
what can
Vic.
Sock do?
This is the Sog game now.
Oh my goodness.
Kraken, oh, tick
Oh,
down.
Trombone
He
Manoa
doesn't
comes back
expect Trombone
around.
Manoa.
That's how you deal with Sock, yeah, good.
A stab on the back is the only way to deal
We're-
with this man.
we're on
He
the
is looking
board.
scary.
From the back of Draken's Odin, we're on the board.
From the back of Dragon's Odin, he just manages to find 3. Man, with the stim boost that Reina ultimate gives you, that gun just shoots so fucking fast.
Yeah, yeah.
And well, he managed to find 3 on lane. Lane might as well has been the lane of death. And now, well, you see, they said the execute didn't work, well let me double down. 5-man beast, send it. And it's gonna be absolutely
Reina
players on the
not
site.
playing on site.
Yeah, she's just playing on CP French toast, the butt flash through the smoke,
the
but Yuki
spray on the
forwards
Odin
the
is
spam.
crazy.
The spam will just put a bullet onto his forehead and down.
And that's
just
bad.
like that goes
He's wide
down.
open.
Absolutely, plant will come down. Now, it's a 4v5 retake, but they do have the tools for it. Euro ult
Yeah.
and Sova ult, and even Vice ult if they want to invest it. And honestly, with how the half's been looking, I would be all for it.
Yeah,
Just
I would also say
full
look at
commitment.
the fatal here too. This could be a really good counter ult.
Absolutely, and well, let's see how they plan to do in this. Big Slime already finding Big, so now numbers equalized. And the Vice ult is just gonna come through, and there's not gonna be any guns whatsoever
Not even gonna
available.
be a
And the
fatal.
kills are just gonna barrel through, and well, Yuki Force can find one, and Tribe finds another. Hold
Two.
on,
Wait,
there's
wait,
no
Spike
time
is
on this
ticking.
One enemy remaining.
There's no
Last
time on
player
this
standing.
bomb, but it's just gonna go through and try. He's
Oh
done
my
so much.
goodness. I thought DSS had that. I didn't even know bomb was that quick. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely, I was, you know, Fade deafened, the Fade C's just made it look like there was ages left on the bomb, and in reality, Entry just had to stall for a bit longer,
we wait.
and those blades in the end
Prepare.
managed to
No
find
charges.
everyone. It's 7-1, a little Brazil coming here from the side of 4x3, and well, I mean, just look at, just press tab. Mason 4 and 5, Sock 14 and like 9 and 5, Sock 14 and 3. I mean, you can't really do much when these guys are with these kinds of performances, and well, the economy bonus, since they won around DSS, it's been reset. Now they're forced back into an economic round, and well, the mid prod, they just have no presence over it. They just don't know. And the stack, once again, it's a gamble, and it's not looking like it's gonna pay off. It's just so slow and methodical too from the side of 4x3. They're making sure they don't run into any suspicious place, making sure they don't get caught out by these classics and stingers, and well, look at that, they've taken the full of market, and French Toast is just isolated here. My poor man needs to pull off a miracle if he wants to make this even competitive.
No TP to get out either. It's been kind of
Absolutely. This is gonna be an absolute blunder, and well, there he is. French Toast dead, and Vic as well, but
Draken
Vic,
does get one, and now we'll
that will be an
planted.
upgrade. Vic was overstaying her welcome in the market and pizza area, and well, that's a rifle that can be picked up
with
still.
Sock chilling in main here, it's kind of hard to do anything, to be honest.
Absolutely, this is just gonna be a nightmare, and there it is, just one found, and he's looking
One
for
enemy
more.
remaining.
You know he is, and Halo finds Jules. Well,
He does.
Draken left
Draken
to do
stays
it all.
alive here. He's one.
He does get one, good value, can't find any more.
He finds two. Oh, the shot don't land.
NT Draken. That was really well done by him, but okay, eventually
Man,
cannot close it out.
The play calling by 4x3 has been unreal on attack.
They have been
They are
reading
finding
DSS like
really
a
well.
book,
Yeah,
man.
they are finding really well angled, like really, like free paths in the site, no matter where they're
Absolutely.
going.
Absolutely, hell yeah, the pathing has been outstanding, and it's just methodical clearing of the space, making sure they can get everything they need. And well, a timeout now called by Trombone Man Noah. Maybe strategy, maybe boost being discussed. Could be either. And well, let's see what the adaptation is, because I think we just need some kind of help on the side of B, just staying anchor strong with the Vice, having somebody else help her out, and the rest just sit on A. Give up that mid space. Fuck it. Is sentiment based on mid space? Sure. But if they don't come inside, they can't plant that bomb. Let's
I'd
play to
imagine
our
this Vice is gonna
fundamentals.
switch back to B, yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't think they'd go back A here, yeah.
And well, we shall see, but indeed, Big Slime's positioning, well, never mind. He's just running A.
Paused head.
Oh, P10 again, not again, please. We had another one of these at the beginning of map 1, and eventually we had to restart the whole map. So, hopefully it will not be the case here. Yuki Force, I'm pretty sure, has been experiencing some lag issues with ping spiking to 200, but yeah, there he is. He doesn't seem to be having such a good time. Meanwhile, we're getting a tour of the, you know, more niche parts of Ascent. You know,
Yeah.
this ice cream shop. It's the city of Vienna, if I'm not mistaken. It's meant to be represented here on this map, and you know, it's certainly beautiful. For the side of strategy, though, I'm not sure if I agree here with the timeout, the timeout call from DSS, just sending the two duelists over at B. That Draken, he's gonna play an aggressive angle with probably.
Well, this your flash is probably gonna get someone, I think.
Yeah, the Yoru has to be there to support, but really they're all banking on Draken just landing that operator shot. If that gets denied, the utility could very well just overwhelm them super quickly on site.
Yeah, one Fade Dog kind of, you know, ruins his plan, but...
Absolutely, but they're banking on maybe French Toast camping here.
They go B. They might just even go mid here.
Absolutely, they might just send the Prowler, the Fate Prowler, to clear that initial angle, perhaps understanding an op could very well be in play, and then just maybe make a slow default towards that market and get onto a B split. That could be the intentions of 4x3. Whatever they are, I'm sure they'll be good, because boy have they been teaching us how to play attack on this map. They've been having one.
Yeah.
As we wait for the tech issues to be resolved, I don't know, I'm gonna do a little bit this or that with you, man. I think it's gonna be the best way to pass time. Well, never mind. As I say that, as I say that, we get ready checks from all players. So we're live once again, and yes, that seems to be just exactly the call that's been going on here.
Yeah,
Perhaps,
yeah, you're absolutely right.
Perhaps the Fate clear the presence?
Op out.
Absolutely, the Prowler already going to be spotted. Dragon French Toast ready to break it, so the op technical is not
It won't
spotted.
even matter though, A's about to get kicked open.
Absolutely, man, this guy is just unfair. He's found a pick in the timing that smoke was popping on. And well, everyone pops duels. And it's all like on
it's not clean.
Yeah,
Op misses. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just done and dusted, man.
It feels like I'm watching C9 play.
Oh.
This is what this feels like right now.
Yeah, it's never a good feeling, and I'm sorry, Deb, because I know you love them, but
Portal
those boys have been anything if the winning team.
Let's hope DSS can fix it, though.
Absolutely, and Vic here, well, she is going hunting. She has the money to do so. Can she find French Toast?
The op is found too.
Yeah, the op, they know where he is, and Draken just has to run. He has to hide. He has to save this gun. If he doesn't, that's just such a huge economic investment, and well, there it is. Pops the heel.
Oh no.
A Prowler all left! He's coming through!
That's my KD player. I love DK. He's so good.
Stats player here in Draken getting his ultimate online as well. But most importantly, saving this operator. Going into the last 2 rounds of this half. 9-1 still to 4x3. And well, the 4x3 players are definitely not happy about it. Oh me, oh man, what a collateral.
I must say, what a turn of events for map 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could not have been more wrong on my prediction.
No, absolutely agreed. Oh, we thought DSS hold the momentum on their side, and look at that, it's already won another heavy slam entry. He's full blind, and well, Trombomano just tanking up the ally damage. It's fine, recovers the gun, TP's up top, pops the smoke, and well, this time the execute just did not go the way 4x3 was hoping it would. And man, this is just... honestly, at this point, I know logically, if 4v5, it should be very difficult to convert, especially on attack, but I'm just expecting Sock to go massive here. I don't know why. It's a feeling as I watch him, you know, sit down on top mid, I probably just walk down cat, or, yeah, with that smoke, and can't expect anything else but greatness from what this man has been showing. Already walking down mid. He's gonna walk onto the cat position, away from the smoke.
They kind of need to speed it up, though, I think. Oh,
absolutely. It's only 30 seconds left.
30 seconds
well,
left.
Jules, how did she manage to find that pick? I don't understand. They found Omen. Oh well, Yuki Force does find Big Slime and Sock.
Player standing.
What those?
Yeah, and
Was that a
there is
judge?
Last round in the
He
half.
has awoken.
He has awoken. I didn't even
Toast,
notice.
3 out of 4 of his kills are judge kills.
And 3 out of 4 of them were on the last round.
I need this.
I mean, he was having a bit of a slow start, but man,
thanks.
if he's activated,
He might be activated, and that's what they need right there, I think, yeah.
Absolutely, and now last round of the half. If you're DSS, you kind of need to make this a 9-3. You kind of need to back up the curse, because definitely Sock is not going to give you any reprieve on the defense half drone. Already spotting a lot of players. That's going to ring the alarm bells. That's going to ring the rotation as well from Bowman Noah. Look at this cheeky position. Can he manage to find a pick, or will he be taking the operator in mid?
So fast.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this, the pivot towards mid for Drastic punch one, and Sock the spamful blind. Will take down French Toast. Turbo Manoa does take down his counterpart. Sova ultimate does come online. Does not get any value whatsoever, but still the man advantage is preserved, and Sock, he knows he needs to equalize the numbers. He knows a lot of players could be weak, could be vulnerable, but does he expect Trombone Manoa so deep, so passive?
And
That's the
Infrared
question
might walk
here.
into this operator.
Absolutely, and well, look at that.
Nice!
I know exactly
Gorgeous from Trombone Manoa, re-clearing all the tree space, and well, even though the Cypher comes online, it's a 4v2, and it's gonna take a miracle from Vic and Entry, and well, the operator already waiting, already ready, and
30 seconds left.
we'll find one, can
Spike
Big Slime
down
find
B.
the other one. Position noted, and the popping swing is good for one.
Right, don't do it at
And
all.
it is not good for another one. 9-3,
Okay.
Switching
and I've
sides.
seen it done before.
Yeah.
I mean, TFR did it, albeit on the other side.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about doing it on attack, but I mean, hey, maybe.
I mean, they've showed us it can be done,
Yeah,
and it's a
yeah.
double duelist comp. So, maybe I'm thinking, you know, perhaps something can be found with... they need French Toast. I'm saying it right now, French Toast has to go nuclear.
Yeah, French Toast
They are
needs to
going
get positive here, I think, at least for them to win. So,
Yeah, absolutely. He needs to go nuclear if they're gonna have a chance in this half, and if not, we're just gonna go to map 3, which honestly was my prediction forever and ever. I did not expect them to win each other's map pick, but, you know, those are things that happen, and now here, they're gonna run into a 3-man stack. Drax already popping the first kill. And French
Cypher's dead
Toast,
too.
well, that's just the free side. Would you look at that? French Toast getting one, that's how you
Spike
start
planted.
to make a comeback into this map, that's for sure. Now, post-plans positions already set up. Big Slime staying here in main. It's gonna be such a thorn to deal with. Smoke. He can play just inside of it, and well, he's gonna flash, he's gonna swing. Oh my goodness, this guy is insane. And trying to manage to find French Toast, but Trombone Manoa does the proper, and Big Slime finds the third. Wow, man. He just swung out
Speak
in
up
the
and
open,
ask
no
questions.
fear whatsoever.
Assumptions
And
will
he
only
managed to
get us in
find one.
trouble.
That's the kind of plays they are going to secure. The round
Yeah.
is just gonna be a make or break. And well, if you're gonna do it, it starts with one, and that one's the pistol. Now, we need to not get ecoed. And as long as that goes on, it's probably going to be doable, for sure. Even if the bonus is not converted, I think a 10-5 is still winnable if they manage to find that winning strategy. And well, look at this French Toast with the lurk. Position will already be noted. Halo and Vic waiting for him. You don't.
Instead of a lurk, it looks like a fake.
Yeah, absolutely. He just sold the fake TP back to his team, and well, didn't want to overcommit, didn't want to give a gun. The Rain of Blind already coming through. The team funneling onto side. Treator will be close and well, and try. Brave swing, a brave shot, and a brave kill.
Spike planted.
Just like that. Numbers. 2 4x3, but still, this rating is gonna be a nightmare to deal with, if nothing else, especially without that solo utility. That Fade Recon has to come through. It will be denied. Beck already left onto low HP, but he will manage to find that kill, and well, the refresh there from Socket. Judge at a distance with 1 HP will make it so that it doesn't matter. The flash is gorgeous, but Halo cannot connect, and Big Slime and Jules combined for 2. Big, can she be the hero? Can she be the playmaker? No. It's all left onto Stocky. Here's the TP. He knows some Big Slime. Well, he's not aware.
Oh, Big Slime.
Big Slime could not save
Slime
Noah from
saves
dying.
the day. Okay.
he
That
got
could've
the
been a
last kill. He
scary
got the
round.
last round. That could have been very scary, and I mean, man, a shorty on Sock and a sheriff on Entry made it down to that last gun on Big Slime.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was pretty scary, and the economic damage for sure has been there. And look at this.
It looks like
Just
DSS is
force
just gonna
buy
buy
into
up
this.
here. They
Yeah,
kind
they're
of
just-
have to, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, they just have to buy into this. They don't want to let 4x3 get to double digits. And well, this could very well be the make or break round, because if 4x3 lose, they will be broken. DSS managed to stabilize the round and finishing with a beautiful center pick.
The Cypher
That's what you need to fund.
Yet.
The Cypher
gets
does manage to
one.
find one, and the paranoia is gorgeous. Big gets two, and Yuki Force gets one more. It's all left up to Big Slime
One
and Dragon.
enemy
He has
remaining.
managed to
Out
find
of
a
Just
pick with Yuki
Big
Force.
Slime. And you
Can
have
this man
Sock
be the
and
hero?
Try and Yuki.
Can he be the hero? There's the one.
Last
Careful.
player
Oh
standing.
my goodness, there's
This is
one
doable.
Goodness, Big Slime!
Big Slime with the insane 4K clutch. He's
Against all
managed to
odds.
find it. How has he done that? I cannot believe that.
Oh
This
my
guy
goodness.
is the hero DSS
He's
needed to come
changing
back into
DSS
this map.
history right now.
He's
Big
doing it.
Slime.
And he's got the Vice ult online, and look, this is an eco. The eco should be converted without, you know, many of the tools. You can start working towards the Your ult. You can use that Vice ult for the next gun round. And well, if the ult economy favors you, you can just snowball this map out of 4x3's control and right into DSS's hands.
That's
and
one
here
of the
comes
trips
execute.
broken already.
Yeah, Paranoia is beautiful. Will delay a bit, but not much. Halo already the lone player here with Vic on the backside. Can they find anything? Big Slime already
Cypher
another
will-
kill, and he has spotted Big. He
Cypher
has
has
spotted
been
Big.
cleared. Big Slime
And oh
continuing
my
his energy.
goodness. He's raining terror, and Draken finds one more Sock and Yuki. Doing all
That's a
they
2v2.
got. Sock, careful! The numbers have dwindled, and now it's gonna be up to Big Slime and Noah once again to be the heroes.
standing.
And well,
One enemy
Noah
remaining.
did one, and
To
Sock
who
does the
else?
same, all down to Big
What
Slime.
can-
Can he find the kill?
Sock
No,
gets
he
revenge with the
cannot.
4K and the full T-Vac spray! Oh my goodness!
Oh, giving a bit of extra love, a bit of
Wow.
extra care. You know, Big Slime popped off last round. They have to make sure he stayed dead, you know. A few
Yeah.
extra bullets,
Yeah.
making an interesting design pattern on that wall.
Wow.
And well, if I was saying DSS had the chance to come back into this game, well, Sock decided this eco is ours to take. And just 4K'd back.
Sock will pull them across the line because he is that good of a player.
Absolutely he is, and he's just gonna make double digits for 4x3 and send DSS reeling, stumbling into an eco off their own. And I mean, at this point, you're just forced to win. You cannot afford any more mistakes if you're DSS,
Yeah.
because realistically, this round is not one you'll be looking forward to win, especially against that Reyna ult in the form of Sock.
On the positive
So-
side, you still do have that Visol. So
Absolutely, and that could be a crucial to look at that Halo already finding Draken, the Trombone, but no,
that
with
is
a
a gun though. That is a gun.
It is a gun, but it's not
enemy
taking
remaining.
do
Oh,
a
Vic shuts it
thing.
down.
Spike down mid.
Vic is just saying, no, you are not taking
Good
this
shot,
round.
big slide. Oh,
Wait,
we won't know about
no.
the second person.
Yo, I was panicking for a moment. I was saying this man's about to do it again.
He's about to do it again.
But eventually, a try with the backstab does manage to close out the round, and now 11-6. You know, here's where DSS cannot afford
So
any.
the ults need to get spent now for DSS. Yeah, like I think we need to at least try and get at least the Sova ult. Maybe even the Yoru ult would be nice to be spent here, but
Absolutely, I think
this
we
is
just
a must-win round.
absolutely we take some control with some flasher utility. We get the Sova ult for post play, and we have Vice ult if we want to invest on the side take. But what we absolutely cannot do is just give away those free first bloods. And well, Entry's positioning is just so scary to me. He's just crouching on that off angle, and he's just waiting for them, and Draken. That's the lurk kill you have to find, son. Tearing them Sock, and now the Vice ult. Oop, I thought it was gonna be invested, but instead, it's saved up a bit for a second. Yoru TP does manage to make him regroup with his team. Flash will come through, and the ult not invested. Jules will get that plant, will get that ultimate orb,
Entry
and
has gone up.
it's Entry.
Down
The
A.
off angle will deny Jules.
Begins.
DSS is
Just managed to get a good refrag.
Spike
Yeah.
planted.
And I mean, if we are being realistic, this should be a win with the Vice ult. I would love to see him wait for it a bit though. Just keep calm. No need to panic. Well, he just sends it anyways. That's gonna delay. That's gonna
I
delay.
feel like we
Greeting
could. I feel like
just a
we
bit.
could have won the round without the Visol. That's just me, I think. Though. Like I feel like we could have won the round without the Visol.
I mean, absolutely, you know, numbers advantage so far in favor of them, and French Toast finding that kill onto Vic. That just seals the deal pretty much. Two
I
remaining
do
members.
appreciate the round secure. Though. I do appreciate the round secure.
Yeah, at this point, it's probably just DSS, you know, feeling that, well, we need this round. We absolutely must invest everything into it. And, well, secure the round, the spike goes off, and you'd love to keep as many rifles as you can from both teams, so we are just gonna see them save in Yuki Force. Oh, I saw his ping at 200 again, and, well, I'm scared for the man, you know.
Yeah.
With that ping issues, he's still going 11 and 12 and 6 assists, so props to him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the scoreboard's definitely evened out more now, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we still have Sock on
I know,
25.
Sock is still
He
definitely
has
kind of the
10
outlier.
more kills than his next frag on the team. But yeah, the scoreboard definitely has stabilized a bit, and well, French Toast still not sitting at the numbers you'd expect from a player of his
Who's
caliber,
next?
but certainly improving from the 1 in 10 that we are seeing him at as well. The solo Euro ult fake onto the
Look at
beast
this.
and will spot so
but
many
Yoru's gonna
players.
spot
Here.
Sock too.
I'm back.
I think they're gonna send it A anyways, but I don't think they spot Sock.
Yeah, that might be a thing, but you know, the information is gathered, so many players here. And well, they're just gonna send it, and the crossfire is gonna be the make or break. Do they dodge the flash?
it.
Yes,
Will
they
they
do.
clear?
Send it, but French just
won't
oh, the
clear the
trigger just
jet!
simply for Mason. He's not being cleared.
It's so good!
It's so good for Mason. It's
Oh
stuck
my
with the other fights with
It's gonna be a
more.
3v2.
And 3v2 on the side of 4x3.
Sock is
Man advantage. Odin hunting, the Trombone Manoa ult absolutely
enemy
sells
remaining.
Jules on side, and Sox finds her.
Oh wait,
You know.
Spike planted.
Yeah, the Trombone Manoa ult
I mean, he
gets the plant
Might be
secure,
able to
but he
catch
has
one
to
here.
become
Oh, he
Mini
got
Boo
s-
here.
Oh, nice.
He has to channel his inner Mini Boo, win the 1v3 on the B side. And can he do it? No, he cannot. Vic will pull 4x3 onto match point, and well, if we were saying DSS had to be perfect from now on, well, now it's even more so. It's 5 chances to force the overtime,
Match
or
point.
to send us to a map 3. Match point and the economy, it's just not looking like the greatest. If DSS lose this round, well, they're going to lose the map. But even if they win it, if many people die, they might just not have money for next.
Yeah, I mean, they are not even close to any other ult on their team, to be honest. Yeah, they kind of need the Silva ult to be huge to even get as much value as especially the Cypher ult on the other side.
Absolutely, and now it's when the game of considering starts. Do you just send it to try to get an entry pick, to try to soften up those numbers, or do you try to get value off at a post-plant and risk not getting any value at all? And well, the side execute already coming through, the clone will be popped, but French Toast would do. That's what you expect from the man.
Oh no, fine. Oh no,
Find him in the smoke. Draken! The spam right
Spike
onto
planted.
Stock's forehead will deny that Odin will say.
Is barely alive.
Yeah, it's just two very weak players, and well, if you're DSS, you'd love to just not lose any more guns.
Yeah.
You can't really afford to do so, and Draken just told Sock, no sir, I am the
player
Odin
standing.
master, and Jules tells, I am the king. Well, the queen is
Oh my goodness, and try.
Mason! Popped the blades, and it's all
He's
up
gonna
to Jules!
cross the finish line!
Find it! What has this guy done?
Oh my goodness.
Clutch.
I thought it was done! I thought the round
Defenders
was
win.
over! And this guy
boy.
just dashes
Let's go.
on to switch, finds the crazy spray transfer! What is this from a try?
Oh my goodness.
13-7, 4x3, pulling map on ascent,
We're
trading map
Going
picks.
around, we're going to map 3.
Absolutely.
You know, remind me what map 3 is?
I'm pretty sure it is Sunset, and you know,
Okay.
just getting into the rotation with this patch, and not much time for the teams to adapt, not much time for the teams to, you know, practice it if they ever did a scrim, you know, which I know many teams in FLV don't, but we'll be going on a break for the map 3, especially because some players have to resolve tech issues, so we'll hope to see you there, FLV, and expect you to be there for this absolutely crazy series. And welcome back, FLV, or, well, or maybe not, considering, you know, we apparently are having some tech issues on this setting up this map 3. One of the players, unfortunately, did not load in. Okay. Just a jump scare for a moment, we good. He loaded in now, and, well, after that little jump scare, after that little potential reset, we are back for the map 3, Sunset, between 4x3 IRL and DSS. And this is a map that's just only recently come back into the competitive pool. It was gone for quite a long time. And you know, maybe the teams don't really remember how it used to be played, or don't really have that much time left to adapt. So in matter of compositions will be Sock staying on that Reyna and Entry staying on that Jet. Both absolute mad lads. We've seen them do crazy things on that Ascent, and they're certainly wanting to repeat that performance here. Yuki Force on the Omen, Halo on the Breach, and Vic on the Cypher. So very standard stuff, except for the Reyna pick. And on the side of DSS, well, Trombone Man Noah will be on the Omen, Jules on the Fade, and Big Slime on the Vice, so no surprise there. Draken on the Reyna has always been a staple of this team, and French Toast with his classic Rays. Now, I do prefer the 4x3 IRL composition just a little bit because of that breach utility. But it is true that they do not have so much utility to gather information. You do not have that Sova, you do not have that Gecko. So this could be a bit more tricky to play. You have to play more aggressive, just base off the utility to just hard clear every angle, instead of, you know, more or less understanding what's going on in the map and just what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it should be a pretty fun game to watch here. I mean, I do think that 4x3 has the advantage just coming from the map win.
That goes there.
But
That's a little if.
with that being said, I'm gonna go with DSS to win this map, win this series. Bang! I have faith in my boys.
Dev got his boys. DSS
I got faith in my boys.
He got him winning 2-1, but... Well, you know what we said? DSS had the momentum going into map 2, and they got absolutely bitch slapped.
Yeah, DSS got these down because I totally just cursed them.
No. What I was about to say is now it's the momentum is in 4x3. Maybe DSS are about to do the same thing. And well, the fast side execute already coming through. The fade eye will be broken by Halo, and the nade already coming through. Oh, it got scary. Big Slime almost taking one down. Jules does take down Big, and Big Slime does her own but end try with a quick refract. Make sure the numbers don't get too much out of control still. 4v3 retake will be coming through. The Omen Paranoia is about to go massive. This could be beautiful, but oh, it's just a bit too delayed, and Dragon could slip the net. Dragon finds one French toast. So does he. It's all left on to end try, and man, heroics.
You can't see
Would
my
have
face
to be
right now, but
made.
just know.
Nice shot from him.
I'm
Yeah,
smiling.
big adjustment right on the Dragon's head, but Big Slime does manage to claim his life, and all just like that.
Yeah.
This round goes to DSS.
Exactly the round we needed. Perfect. Yeah.
Absolutely. And well, I was saying momentum on the side of 4x3. Just you watch DSS about to enter this map with bang. Now, all you have to do is not get ecoed by 4 classics and a sheriff. This has proven to be a complicated mission in the past. I'm pretty sure 4x3 has gotten like 3 ecos in the last 2 maps.
There.
Now, if you're going to win this series, if you're DSS, you need this to stop. You need to start converting your governments as well. 2 sheriffs, there it is, the Bulldogs starting to put in some work. French toast a bit weakened, but not the player with the most important weaponry on the side of DSS, so he can just try to get a pick, and if he dies, well, oh well. Not the end of the world. Now they're just gonna regroup. 2 of the players, Dragon and Jules, the dynamic duo, were just taking up so much B space, and now DSS is just gonna regroup. They're just gonna keep it simple. They're just gonna send it. Waiting here to meet them is gonna be Vic, and those cipher trips could be very pesky and could be very annoying to deal with, as well as the breach utility from Halo. Well, already comes through. The stun popped will separate DSS, make a bit of a contact, but plant already coming down. Vic has to make herself strong on the backside. Hopefully she can find one with that shorty. Paranoia is gorgeous. It's gonna blind a lot of people on the side as well. As the dust settles, the gun advantage should prove too much. Draken already finding Halo, and yes, 2 members of DSS are very weak. And Vic with the shorty is gonna find Draken, but Jules has a quick refrag. Entry has found one more though. This is
Last
doable
player standing.
until Trombone and Noah. Oh, and try.
Oh, they
Don't you
tried.
dare do it, man. Well, the dash exposes him just a bit too much, and Trombone and Noah does get the 3rd. Only 2 guns being kept forward, but it hadn't been such a huge investment. It was 2 sheriffs and a stinger, the guns that were lost, so really not that big of a deal if you're a DSS here. You could even force buy and try to make this a competitive one, or just simply, you know, keep those lesser guns and just make sure you have a proper bonus going forward into the map.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if they actually end A here, because they've kind of disrespected the Cypher on B for 2 rounds now, so I wonder if they'll
Absolutely,
end.
and well,
Looks like
I think
they'll
that's,
end A.
I think like,
They
yeah, I
probably-
think
they
you have
probably
to
heard
read
that
here.
bomb drop. I'm pretty sure they heard that.
Oh, they heard that bomb drop. Yeah, maybe that's the plan though. Create a bit of, you know, fake pressure with that Big Slime breaking the door from tiles with the bomb drop, and maybe just re-picking it and going back. Considering Draken and Jules already taking so much space towards B main. Vic spots one, pops the cage, cannot find the kill. Trip will be placed after the Fate Prowler, so it can be so easily, but Draken. Wow, okay, man, and Trombone and Noah has also found Halo, and that should be the A side fully ripped open. Big Slime picks up the spike and goes back in the wallway. Not really a concern since the platform is smoke of the vice. Utility will confirm no flaw can happen, and plant will go down.
Spike planted.
Now look at this positioning from Trombone and Noah. That's just a nightmare to deal with. He will get off there. He will TP back elbow. Doesn't want to risk the aggressive angle as the smoke fades. Then well, 4x3, more like 5v3 if they want to keep this run. And well, French Toast and
Nice
Draken
shot
just
from
say
Draken.
no.
Wow.
Yuki Force. Yuki Force! He was giving it a go, but French Toast in the end
There we go.
pops out of the elbow smoke and...
Great round from DSS.
Absolutely. As we were saying, well, 4x3 maybe had the momentum from the previous map, but here DSS starting on, well, I don't know if that's the stronger side, because Sunset has always been pretty close, but at least it's certainly my favorite side. I prefer to start on the attack. And well, they're making good use of it, the bonus already converted, sending 4x3 into an eco. Now, we have seen how dangerous this Sheriffs from 4x3 can be, but I'm hoping DSS will give us a masterclass on how to play anti-eco. Already taking up all of that mid space, French Toast, and from Bowman Noah. Well, this could be very dangerous if Sock finds this kill. French Toast, though, he knows. He is so aware of this. Oh, it's a bit whiffy. And Sock, the stinger kill. Just manages to go right through. That's a gap that could be recovered, but it's left lying on the open Sock. Playing out the dice position from Bowman, Noah has found Yuki, and Sock, he's 5 HP. He needs a blind, he needs something, and Big Slime is just gonna pick off Halo as he was trying to go to the help. Oh, Sock, will he get out alive? Yes, he
How
does.
in the hell does he get out there?
How does he live? That's... I'm confused. I'm bamboozled. The stinger putting
I
up
don't know
so
what else
much
he
work.
can do though at 5 HP, but we'll see.
I mean, he was 5 HP and he found Noah.
And he found Noah, yeah.
I don't want to question what this man can or cannot do anymore in Entry.
They are definitely going to be hitting the weaker side on A here, though.
Absolutely, Entry, the Sheriff, well... It's looking
30 seconds left.
hungry, it's looking for picks, but they're just gonna go elbow. They're not gonna go on his side, and I'm not sure if he's aware of this, but they're already so far up on the side, and Entry, he's feeling the pressure, he hears the steps, and he just knows. They've taken the whole side around him.
He might... No,
Does
he's
he
definitely
swing?
going to be holding that A.
Spike planted.
Yeah. I'm thinking, does he swing this? Does he just give it a go? I don't think he will, but you know, confidence
Now he will,
boosting
now
maybe
he will,
from
yeah,
the
now
now
he
he
will.
will. Yeah, now his team is on his back and Sock. 5 HP, gonna be the first one in. The Vice utility. Oh, that could have got a Sock.
What is this ult?
Popping the ultimate
Guys, they
against
don't even
Nico.
have weapons!
Yeah, it's definitely one hell of a
Big
choice, but
slide.
it's all
No,
the kills to go their way until Mason. Well. Oh, they got just a bit out of range,
There
and
you
the
go. Big
spike
Slime
just
with
a
the
bit
3K.
too low on time.
I guess he doesn't need that ult, man. He doesn't need it.
He's just giving it to them. It's like, you know, he's telling them, it's just too good, man. It's too powerful.
Yeah.
We're giving you
Yeah.
guys a chance. Beautiful shot from Entry. Now every time this guy shoots, he's making me scared, but Spike a little too low on time, and the double up and coffin a little bit too strong. And well, you know, usually when Sock is on a tear, the map goes well for 4x3, and now Sock is starting 2 and 4. He needs to heat up if these guys want to have a chance against DSS. Now it's gonna be a full exec on the A, where we can already clear the close space, and it's gonna be a funnel into elbow, and trying dashing away. Does not want to have anything to do with this as the fatal Face Your Fear comes through. So that's gonna clear the entirety of side. It's gonna be nobody will get attacked, and the plant will come down. So it's gonna be a 5v5 retake guns available for both teams.
Spike
So
planted.
let's see how they plan to do that. And Halo just
Nice
swings
job,
out.
French Oh my goodness,
Toast.
French toast.
He finds two. He finds Sock as well, and Halo a bit too over peeking with that flash. And oh my goodness, Yuki Force puts it in on the Draken and does the same on the Big Slime. Wait, hold on a
Oh
second.
my goodness, what's happening?
One enemy
And
remaining.
try.
What is happening?
And Big and Entry combine for 2 apiece. French Toast has
Last
the
player
ultimate, and
standing.
Entry will finish him off.
Wow.
4K for the man, but his team just couldn't
Yes.
help him at all.
Oh no.
And
I
the
thought they had
round,
that on wraps.
I thought it
Oh,
was on the
wow.
bag as well, but it just collapsed. Big landed a nice shot. Yuki Force
Yeah.
left Dragon 1 HP, and the spam from Entry gets 2. And all of a sudden, it's just all onto French Toast, who got 4 on the round, almost got the ace. But he was so weakened that when he threw the showstopper, Entry could just clean him up and get that defused. Now, economy Still not looking very good from 4x3, even though they won. The guns are just not going to be there. Entry will be playing the Jet ultimate, couple pistols and a Vandal to work with, but this is dangerous, man. Like, you've just won a round, and your economy is just not there. You will be playing as if you had lost, as if this had been Eco, but well, we know how good Ecos from these teams can be until French Toast just finds Halo out in the open, and I think that's been the common denominator for these last few rounds. Halo just maybe over-peaking a little bit too much, over-committing a little bit too much, being cut out in the open. Being a first frag for the side of DSS as they plan to hit this A site. Only Mason here, only Entry, the Blaze Storm available, but nothing much more
Fuck,
that he
oh
can
no.
use to contain the push. And well, oh me, oh my, Sock finds Draken. The push-up is so fast, so far up, and now all the space is being taken from them. Entry finds one more. Can he find the third? Yes, he can! Jules with a good refrag, but it's still the 2v3. And even though Yuki Force is so weak and it's only a sheriff to his name, he can just wait for his
but look at
teammates.
Flank.
French Toast has no idea! The timing is
player
unreal! But Sock
Nice
managed to close it out. The timing got so awkward for a second because Sock just turned to elbow the second French Toast picked out. But he managed to turn around, get the 2 frags in the end, and 4-2. Little by little. I said Sock needed to activate, and boy has he done just that. 4x3, slowly starting to climb back into this game. And well, would you look at that? Even though it was a low buy, now the economy has been fully sanitized, and now they get a lot of money to play with Vic. She has to bet on the poorer side. Maybe a teammate could buy for her, potentially Sock, but it doesn't really matter. Her teammates are just going to be able to buy along for at least a couple more rounds. On the other hand, though, only Big Slime with real good money on the side of DSS, so if they lose this round, we might very well be looking at a 4-4 all of a sudden. And well, mid-space already conceded, already taken, but now the question is, what do you do with it? French Toast already poking, already prodding towards that market space. Sock ready to meet him whenever the door snaps open. There it is, the break. It's looking like it's gonna come through, and Sock, he's just so ready for it, man. He's just a masterclass player. He's got the first pick. Vic gets one more onto Jules. Tripwire was one pressing off the more, and Vic with 3.
Oh my goodness!
Are we sure this person is silver PR? Somebody check her PC! Pops 3 heads, gets 3 kills, and the Cypher setup reigns supreme. As 4x3, well, it's looking like a 4-3 on the scoreboard, that's for sure, but they look to make it so much more. Vic, Entry, Sock, all of them with a lot of frags. Yuki and Halo are providing so much supportive utility. And when we look at the ultimate cycle, really, there's not real much for both teams, but I'm looking at that Fade ult, I'm looking at that Cypher ult, so good information ults, especially against an eco round. Halo puts the first on the board against French Toast. Trombone Man Noah, though, does get a refrag with that Spectre. Through the smoke, Yuki Force does the same thing, takes down his counterpart. And it's still a 4v3. 2 players are very, very weak, though, which against the lighter buy could be a serious problem, and now they need Sock to make things happen. They need Sock to open up this space, to get those safe picks, and conserve those guns in the players that are low, because if they give away those 2 bloods, well, all of a sudden, things get very, very scary. Fade ult, in fact, will be coming through, and is such a powerful tool when you're in an eco. It just leaves everyone so weak, and Draken already finding Entry. Sock spotted out. Draken finds Yuki first, and Big Slime finds Sock, and Draken with 3 on the round. Wow, a quick flurry of kills off the back of the Fade ult, and DSS right back to the gas.
Blows. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. He said, well,
cinema.
Absolute cinema of a map. DSS said, you ecoed us with 3 sheriffs and some blades. Well, we're about to eco you with a couple stingers and a Fade ult. Back and forth, this 2 teams goes 5-3. Says the scoreboard. Now, I think the adaptation 4x3 really need here is they need to get a bit more proactive towards that mid space. They're conceding it a bit too much for free already. French Toast and Trombone Man Noah taking up so much space. The market door looking to be broken, and well, Sock just has to fall back on the site. Sock just has to fall back, and look at French Toast. He's creeping up into the smoke. I thought for a second he wanted to just jump out of it. Surprise Yuki for say hello there. And no, he backs down. And the round slows off, and Sock, he just walks out of the smoke, pops Jules' head and leaves. And Draken was trying to spam Sock. He was trying to refrag and got Vic. And French Toast found and try on the elbow, and now A is completely open. And well, these rounds, they're a bit scrappy, they're a bit chaotic, but all of a sudden, with the Yuki Force kill, we settle onto a 3v3 French Toast. So far pushed up. Yuki Force will not expect it, he will fall. 2v3 retake now. For 4x3 if they want to make things competitive. Halo. Sock. What can they make happen? The Vice Wall is not on flank. So it has gone off, and French Toast has all the information. No, Big Slime. I see the ult pop out. We do not need it in a 1v3, son. Halo left all by himself. The flash is beautiful. The Trombone Man a bit too quick with the gunny. 3v6. And well, on to more rounds we go for DSS as the economy starts to dwindle for the side of 4x3. This is the last round. They can afford a really solid buy, and now they really need to close out this one unless they want to have to just slip her out of their control. What a game this is being. Your boys, Dev, they're doing it. They're showing to us.
My boys, they're pulling up.
And they are showing to us that they can definitely compete and Sock. Well, if you're gonna go massive, boy, now it's the time. They're just full rushing his and sits him down, puts him to sleep, and well, Yuki Force, he hears fire in the hole and has no choice but to back away. French Toast predicted exactly where he would be, and Trombone Man Noah had the read on the flank. And now, all of a sudden, it's a 5v2. I don't think you even go for it. Positions noted. They've heard both gunshots on CT, and well, if you are 4x3, I don't think you go for this. You need to save these rifles. Already so tagged up. Big, beautiful shot. Draken will get the refrag. It's all left onto Halo, and he just can't make it happen. French Toast
DSS is
too good.
Officially halfway to booking them a visit in the semifinals, man. They're
Absolutely. We're halfway there. That's how the sun goes, and that's exactly how DSS is going. Just need 6 more rounds.
What a turn up from French Toast, by the way. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely, he was having a rough map on that ascent with the Yoru, but now the race. Definitely a comfort agent for him in the sunset map, and well, he's leading the lobby 14-5. He's looking like what Sock was looking in Ascent. He is being the carry for DSS right now. Draken also 10-6, nothing to scoff at. And really, every member of DSS is just working together and try. Just as I say that, he just sent it down A main. Big Slime with a good refrag though.
Oh my god, look at that raisinade from French Toast.
Absolutely. Just the trips on this side though. Didn't manage to get anything.
Spike down B.
He's so far pushed out. They just did not expect mid. Yeah, Draken has been getting so many kills onto Vic through smokes. I think she has to be pissed. Like, there's no way. Oh, Halo, that's a dangerous position to be in. Sock finds 1, finds 2, finds 3, and Yuki Force with the last.
Gun here.
4x3 is back in this game. We're really right back in it.
Last round before the switch.
We're right backing that, and look at this. They need this last round. Well, 7-5, that would be a huge recovery considering they started the half 4-0 against them, but you see exactly the adaptation that I was sort of expecting from 4x3 is they just tried to take a bit more mid-space. Sock found out there was nobody on tiles, he could just fully walk down, caught Big Slime mid-rotation, found the spike, and well, forced DSS to just run into his waiting arms. Now the full execute will be coming onto the A side, and the Breachel is ready to meet them. Oh, I would have loved for it to be popped. Delay, get time for the team to come here, but now maybe it's a better time to use it. When they tunnel out of elbow, when they go onto the side, Draken already has found Entry. As soon as the plan goes down, the Breach ultimate will do the same. Nice ult in response though, it's a huge counter ult. Will deny any sort of counterplay. Very smartly played from the side of 4x3. Bowman getting all the information he needs, and he's playing on such a powerful position. I don't know if they're going to be able to do this. Draken already finding one more. Suck has to go absolutely massive, finds one. Can he find anything else?
Shot.
So does
enemy
Toes.
Oh, it's so cool. And Draken just
Combined for 2.
4-8 half.
It's 4 and
Switching
8
sides.
at the halftime as 4x3 go to the attack. And well, really, if you're DSS, you have to be happy with that half. French Toast has been activated. You've been shutting down Sock pretty effectively. You know, everything is sort of falling onto the game plan. Now, if you can find this pistol, that would go miles towards securing a spot in that semifinals. So, we'll see how that goes. And it's looking like it's just gonna be a full A slam from the side of 4x3. They don't want to keep this complicated. They want to just make it simple. Just have Sock run it down with a frenzy and a flash, and just kill everyone. That's basically their plan, as far as I can tell. The Breach utility will be there to support him, and now the player in elbow, Big Slime, could be facing a lot of trouble. The flash does not connect, but the bullets do, and then try a beautiful headshot, combined with one of Sock already. So much HP to his name. The side has been taken, the bomb plant will be coming down. And 5v4 retake from the side of DSS with Jules. Already tacked down to half HP, but then again, so is Halo. Both initiators are very, very weak. French Toast, though, that was scary. The grenade could be massive. Sock taking big tag. Draken finding Halo with a reckless, but then try 4 of the round! And an ace for Mason. This guy is out of this world.
Oh my goodness!
Well done.
He is out of
4x3
this
is
world
not
with
dead
the-
yet.
He's out of this world with the pistols, man. The Sheriff was popping off before. The Ghost now on the pistol round for the ace. Mason is just not wanting to let his team go to ruin. And well, if you're gonna claw your way back into this map, an ace on a pistol, certainly one way to do it. Now, you have to make sure you don't get ecoed, you have to make sure you keep those guns up towards that bonus as they go to hit that B side. And look at this, DSS for once, they couldn't get the reads in Ascent. They had gotten the read this time, but so many players already backing away so soon. They are scared that they've missed it, and the timing isn't gonna be there. At least 3 players do go out. The buys will get triggered. Hunt will be broken. Sock, go and try force to the nade. That's one way to take down a raid boss like him. But Sock finds 2 and Big finds one
Last
more.
player
The
standing.
Vandal in the hands of Sock is already a 3k onto Big Slime, and it's all left onto French Toast. Can he do anything from the market? Big is crunching down on him. Can he find any picks? I don't think he can.
Yeah.
Well,
Here.
camera spots the player, is promptly broken, but still information acquired. And now Sock regrouping with Vic, making sure no gunfight can go unpunished. And here French Toast probably just making that decision of dying to the bomb. Trying to find some exit picks, and almost finds one onto Halo. But I think, yeah, the bomb is just gonna blow up, and so will he. 4 guns maintained. Overall, very clean round from 4x3, 8-6. And well, there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. And Sock
Yeah.
and Entry are definitely having the will to win here.
Yeah.
So this map is getting competitive, despite DSS's best efforts to make it just all go to sleep. Now this is the full buy. This is where they actually get the gun advantage. This is where they have to show us that they do have what it takes to make it to the semifinals. They do have what it takes to win the map. If they don't, well, it's in this round, it's in these rounds where it's gonna show, and French Toast already falling. Sock immediately propping the heal. It wasn't even needed, but the flash! He's gonna just spot
Oh my god, he gets one!
He gets one and gets out with the dismiss. Sock, information noted, knows he cannot overstay his welcome from Bowman. Noah has found Big on the A lurk, and well, would look like a very
What else can
promising
they do
start.
here? I guess they're gonna reposition A.
Yeah, but look at this. They have lost so much map control. They have to be
Yeah.
so scared of Trombone Manoa just maybe holding an off angle on the A because he found the kill on Vic. Now, well, they really all they got is that mid space. They have to try to funnel through top mid. The smoke on one of the sides and just try to brute force a Draken. He's gonna be ready and waiting for them here. And well, the flash comes through. Draken full blind, Sock spots it. No, Draken don't re-swing.
Spike down
He
mid.
does re-swing, he does find one, but Sock finds two of his own,
One
and all of a
enemy
sudden it's a
remaining.
2v2 Big Slime. Makes it very much competitive. Sock has to ace in
30
this
seconds
round
left.
if he wants to win it all. And Trombone Mendoa's just not gonna be there to help his teammate at all. Sock knows he needs to speed up, and well, Big Slime, he's just playing this so
And
patiently.
he's
He
getting
knows.
out. Well played.
Yeah, well played by Big Slime. He knows he doesn't need to risk the gunfight against this monster. He can just give up the side. He can just give up the plant. The Empress is popped. Sock has to go absolutely
I
massive.
mean, if there is
He
a
has
man to
no
win this
idea.
1v2, it's definitely Sock.
Yeah, but he has no. Oh, but he has the read. He understands there's 2v2 players there, and there it is.
Oh my god, Big Slime is 2-1! Let's see the teabag! Let's see the teabag!
Big Slime has got Sock's number here. Sock, I thought you were just
Yeah,
gonna dismiss
yes!
it away. I thought he would dismiss away and then just play the 1v1, but Saki tried to go for the spray transfer and didn't manage to get it in the end. It was so close, it was so daunting. The bonus almost converted.
Now we
But
win.
hey man, at least it was really good damage, and now, you know, forces out a Bulldog, forces out a Judge. And with how competitive that round was, it almost looks like it was, you know, a huge clutch, but it was really only their bonus. Now's their gun route, now is when they get the time to shine. And well, if a man can shine, that is definitely Sock. It's already taking all of this mid space, doing the exact same thing that DSS used to do. The Recon will be promptly broken. Both of them shooting at the same time might be a bit of a mistake, revealing there's at least two players here. Spam does come onto the top side smoke, but nobody there to meet it. And at some point you have to make a decision. Do you try to force into top mid again? Do you break the market door and try to force onto B? And with the positions of the players, you have to consider this as a B split, right? And Vic is just gonna try to catch a late timing towards that mid. So there it is, this utility starts to come through, the breach stun already forcing players off the initial angle. Market already taken, and well, Trombone no one does find Vic. He is so aware, has not been letting her get away with any of this. Yuki Force though does find French Toast, makes things
Look where
competitive.
Sock is! Look where Sock is!
Socky's so far up, but Draken has found Entry, keeping the numbers competitive. And well, Draken spotted Sock. It's the reign of Urena. This is the duel that can mean
Last player
everything. And
standing.
Draken
was
has the numbers all down to Halo! The bronze breach!
Can
What
he
can he
pull this
do?
off, Jules? She
Get
just
some off bomb, he
sacrificed
has another
herself.
flash. Oh, it's half, you need to go,
Sacrificed herself
boy!
from the half.
You need to
And
go,
well,
you need
there's
to
just
go!
nothing. There's just no time whatsoever,
Oh,
and the bullets do not connect. Big
We're
Slime
at
on
10.
HP. And it's 10 rounds for the DSS, and this was the make or break. And for 4x3 IRL, it might very well have been the break. You were expecting maybe Draken full blind couldn't win the duel against Sock, but Sock just got his head torn off. And all of a sudden, the round collapsed, was all left onto Halo, and Jules sacrificed herself to get that half on the spike. Halo nowhere near close enough to get it done. Now the blades from Antry, we know how dangerous these can be. He popped off on the last round, he had them, got 3. Can he find another 3? Might just very well be the win condition for 4x3 IRL in this round. But Draken and Jules, the dynamic duo, ready to meet them here. The double Reina blind will come through, and Sock will find Draken. That blind has got so much HP. And Sock finds 2, and the A side fully wide open for their taking. Plant will come down,
Do you
and
think
the
they heard that
TP,
TP?
I believe it's been heard. They have
One
to have
enemy
heard it.
remaining.
Yes, was so aware and then tried.
Okay.
Catches French Toast as well.
A
and this
clean
is a
flawless.
clean,
Okay.
making things look doable, keeping the economy up. Well, it's round by round how the tale goes, and can't really afford many mistakes, but you still have a bit of leeway if you're 4x3. You just have to start trading these rounds. Make sure you put a bit of fear of God, you put a bit of tension in the side of DSS, and you can still afford, if they pop a lot of ultimates in a round, to lose it in exchange for winning the ultimate battle. But first, you have to equalize. You have to get at least to 10 yourself. And that's what they're gonna try to do. This fast C execute Vic, still playing towards that A side, and Trombone Noah has been having her number every damn time. Now though, this is an economic round, or at least not such a good buy from the side of DSS. So we'll see how they can do this device setup here, already waiting. Bouncing Big Slap the Stinger, can he find? Oh my goodness, it was 3 blind! But the Stinger running did not manage to connect.
Draken gets the one!
Chair plus.
Oh, it's coming out! Wait, this is the winning condition!
The ult this time, Big Slime, big ult.
Oh, you need to clear mid though. Oh, you have not cleared mid.
Pick up and you have not cleared mid. The aftershock comes through, denies the diffuser. The pre-pull takes 2 more. And Jules and French toast the nade off the grip.
Sock gets 4.
They managed to make it somewhat close, but Sock puts 4 bullets into 4 heads, and that's the end of that. Oh me, oh my, this man is on a tear. He's on 28, and he's looking to make it more. Keeping 4x3IRL alive on this map. Well, I find it so funny that French Toast and Jules pretty much got 2 kills as they were dead, but he still managed to make the round look closer than it really ever was, since Sock was just brutalizing Market. Now, French Toast, here's the adaptation, trying to keep a bit more of this mid-space, but still, the Omen Smoke will deny any sort of presence here, and now it's the Odin of Draken that will begin its Song of Death. On the top mid, does not manage to find any tags, no weakenings, no shields to be torn down. And as 4x3 regroup, they are just going to go for that B execute Vic. Doesn't want to have anything to do with this A site where Trombone Noah has been punishing her for those lurks. And still, we're gonna run into the device setup, and well, it's all gonna be popped and tries to find the spam kill, cannot do just so. Sock still a bit weakened, but Try swings out, catches Big Slime Frestos with a good refrag and the ult and the Trombone Noah, and everything is just going their way. French Toast with 2, Halo with 1, a flurry of kills, and it's a 2v2. The Roomba will manage to clear 1. Halo, where are you running, Sonny?
Where's French Toast?
And suffers
Oh my
French Toast,
goodness!
the position's noted.
Sock does not have the HP, but he has the angle!
Oh my goodness, Sock. What is this game?
Pulling
I
the
feel like
lead
I'm
away!
It's 9-10 already, and the big ultimates have been committed. It's the showstopper that was popped last round. Is the Vice ultimate, the Steel Garden that was popped 2 rounds ago, and no value to show for it. It's all left to that Fade ult. And remember last time, with that Fade ult, they managed to convert the eco round. Can they do it again? Because if not, the old cycle is just gonna favor 4x3 IRL so much, and their economy is looking so damn healthy. Can they actually find a way to pull back into this map when everyone thought it seemed pretty much impossible? Vic taunting, teasing, baiting the Vice wall on that B side. There it is. Hits it successfully. Does not get caught. You do not want to give away that rifle if you missed up the bait. On the other hand, the hit just comes through, Entry finds Drac, and the flash comes through, and just gonna be a clean sight for them. French Toast here, waiting inside that platform smoke, but cannot find any value. Jules.
Oh my goodness, Jules almost killed Sock.
Vector spam almost got the better of Sock, yeah, but in the end, it's not connecting. Big slide position noted. Wow, what a snap back, and Yuki Force.
Oh my god, the Trombone Noah kill!
Trombone Noah just pickpocked him. Vicky Paranoia TP Stinger. Oh, you name it.
The Trojan
The
Yuki is all down
him
in
down.
rows.
NHP 2 tall in order, and Halo will
We're
shut
all
down.
tied up.
Tied up 10-10. And I mean, if if you're Trombone Noah, at least you got your clip, right? But now the timeout comes through. Draken understanding he has to staunch the bleeding. He has to put an end to this. The onslaught from Sock, from Entry, from everyone on 4x3 that's heating up and activating is just too much. And well, let's see what the strategy is being discussed. Let's see what the adaptation is. Because DSS, they had the lead, but now it's been blown away. It has vanished. And well, this is map 3. Whoever takes this gets to the semifinals, but more importantly, whoever loses this just goes home. There are no second chances. There are no second opportunities. You need to prove your mettle. You need to prove your worth. And well, with this comeback, 4x3 is doing just that, but can DSS prevail?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know who's going to win, to be honest. I kind of want to say 4x3 just because of the recent momentum. They're coming on a 4-round win streak right now. But being honest, I think DSS is, I think, better
You can never
prepared.
count out the boys, right?
I like the Draken Odin here a lot. I think this is going to get a lot of value. I think.
Absolutely, this is the tool that they need if they want to get it done. I would have loved to see an operator pick come out, maybe try to punish the early B, like mid presence with an operator, but of course, it's just not gonna happen. The money is just not there for the buy. And Trombone Noah gets spotted, breaks the Cypher Cam. One way does make, so Vic has to respect the angle. Market door already broken, so question marks put onto that area. Big slime though. Draken holding it passively with the Odin. They know at least nobody is up far. Very, very passive setup from the side of the defense, but so far so, 4x3 are just sitting tight and assessing the situation. They're not really doing anything. They're not really committing to any push. And now, here they go. They start to creep forward and try. He's gonna be the first point of contact. Dash popped. He's gonna try to find Jules, and well, he might just be able to do that. Jules, she's
Dash on to Jules.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, but there's the Odin!
The Draken, the Odin spam is so good. Entry, can he find another pick? Can he stay alive? The stun is gorgeous, but the Odin is even better.
And that's bomb. That's bomb.
Down mid.
Halo felt like he had to commit, felt like he had to get a refresh. Fuki Force.
Yo,
almost
I
5
manifested the Odin 3K.
You manifested Draken and Draken responded. 3K with the Odin, even full stunned, could not stop the power of that gun. Man, stunts in this game are so cosmetic. It must have felt bad. But there it is, 3K for Draken. And that's exactly what you need. If you're a DSS, you staunch the bleeding, you reclaim that lead. 11-10, a very, very close last map, but you're looking to close it out. You have that Fade ultimate. And really, that showstopper is not as close as you'd like it to be. Steel guarding isn't either, but maybe you have to try to consider playing for those. The Breach ultimate on the other side, though, is there for Halo. It can be popped at any moment. As long as he just gets one orb or one plant. Smoke will come down, will put a lot. I love that smoke from the side of 4x3. Look at how much pressure that puts on the side of Garage. Wow. Well,
the rotates are coming now, I think.
Yeah, now Trombone Noah has heard everyone. Now the rotates will be coming through, but you know, the side's already about to be taken.
Honestly, I like the retake a lot. They have the Fatal. I like this retake a lot.
They have Fatal, that is true, but...
Oh, there it is!
Oh, sorry.
There it is! There it is! Noah gets 2!
Noah gets 2!
Noah gets 3!
Last player
Noah
standing.
with a huge round and French toes! Leaves it all up to Suck. Can he find it?
One
no!
enemy remaining.
Don't do it! Suck! You absolute demon!
What?
What in the world is that? He finds the spray transfer into Jules. What on the hell am I watching?
Over.
Suck is just refusing to lose.
Oh
He
my
just does not want to lose. He wants it so badly. And the ace clutch 1v5 in a technicality. Holy Quaperinos, 11-11, and we are tied. And the Fade ultimate is not there anymore, but on this round, you have
And
Sock.
4x3's got all the ults now.
Yeah,
They're going with so much confidence.
Going with so much confidence.
Toast,
French toast,
oh, nice shot.
Vanish and try.
Cage triggered.
And maybe that's the opening that you need. The side has already been taken, but one member has been sacrificed for it. And well, look, would you look at this? They are pausing. They are just leaving Vic inserted here. They're not even sure this is where they want to commit. And well, would you look at that? Trombone Manoa with the ult to make sure he gets off. Wow, that was a very brave ult, I must say, because if there
he
was a
might
guy
catch
sitting-
Sock.
Yeah, Sock is completely unaware. Sock just checked spawn to confirm there was no one here, and well,
Vic,
I know
exactly.
exactly.
Vic,
Wait, and the Cypher's gonna reveal Omen.
It's gonna reveal everything. It's gonna make sure they know that there's a player on the flank. Look at this.
No,
You can
it's all
just
crashing
so
down
where
for DSS.
it's all collapsing. It's all crashing down, and now the breach ultimate is there for the post plant. And as soon as the players fall
Slime
into
just won.
Big Slime with one big kill, breach ult might need to go
Nice
through.
Halo
Halo's
dragging the Noah. Oh, down the Halo, the breach.
It's all down to him. Does he
Yes,
have
one.
the ultimate? The spam is not really coming through. Noah's just sitting there.
Oh, DSS with a fantastic retake, 12-11, and they have
Match
two
point.
ults. They have two really good ults.
Absolutely they do, and well, I was just wondering, all of a sudden, Sock, the menace on the map, just evaporated, got deleted, and you know, that's not what you're looking forward to see. Maybe the breach will should have been popped towards that backside to buy time for everyone in 4x3 to reposition. Instead, Halo just sat there on main, couldn't do much as his teammates fell around him. And eventually, it's gonna be match point, and yes, it's 3 ultimates. And there's this showstopper being popped. It's chasing Sock down, and it's gonna find him. Already numbers advantage coming through, and already a hurdle that 4x3 need to overcome if they want to take us to overtime. The spam kill comes from Trombone Man Noah, and this map might just be wrapped. Let's go heroics camp.
This
Dragon
might
with
be
one.
it.
It's a 5v2, and Try is trying his best to save it all.
Player standing.
Keeps
All
flying
down to the
and
end shot.
Defenders win.
DSS! GG, well played, will clinch the victory 13-11 and their ticket to the semifinals. What a banger of a
Holy
series.
crap.
First it looked like DSS, then it looked like 4x3, then it looked like DSS, then it looked like 4x3, and then finally DSS closed it out. I want to
Alright.
point out though, Sock, what a masterclass from him.
I
35 and 14, 450 ACS.
Okay,
Well,
I
Oh
want
me,
to
oh
bring
my.
Noah in.
absolutely. Get that man in here for his winner's interview.
Let me grab him.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we are moving. String.
What's up, boys?
What's up,
Yo,
boys? Congratulations on your
Congrats
victory.
on your win, Noah. I was rooting for
can
you the whole time, bro. I
What can I
believed
say?
in
What
you
can I
guys
say?
going into game 3, bro. How does it feel, man? Coming off the game 3, it was pretty close there, but you guys pulled it out.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. We had 0 death slams all season, okay? We were having a perfect season. And that
Yeah.
last round where Stock got a 4K, the deaths broke in half. I can't even lie. But then again, Dragon had a wise words. He said,
Yeah.
everyone, quiet down. And finish your drink. So we all grabbed our beers, we finished our drink, and we locked in, and we ended the game. Simple as that.
Okay.
Ah,
So, a crazy upset against the number 3 seed. Looking forward, your next matchup is against the Washed Ones. Do you have any feelings or words about that matchup?
I mean, it's in the name, right? We got this. Easy.
Yeah, you got that?
love the
Alright.
confidence, man. That's the
I'm
champion's
gonna be
aura
rooting
right
for you,
there.
man. Yeah, that's the aura right there. I'm
No,
so
listen,
down.
bro, listen, I didn't play crazy, but I want to shout out the team, bro. We got Big Slime holding it down, the best player
Yeah.
to ever do it. We got French toast, bro. Like, bro, you know that guy's got some extra butter and some syrup on him, bro. You know he's the nicest French toast you ever seen. You got